Husky and his scramble ability. Well, Brandon Mooney is just as fast, and he can move around too. So you think about the discipline it's going to take for both these defensive line and these linebackers to stay contained, to keep those guys where they are. And like you said, Tom, not only does that take a lot of physical energy, it takes a lot of mental energy.
Yeah, you're right.
And when that starts to go, that's when you see big drives.
And it's Mooney. You know, it's interesting. You bring him up carrying the ball. I think it's one of the things that Burns can do, but they don't like to do it. I mean, it's just one of those things where they would rather Mooney throw the football, and they'd rather Norris run. Well, not that he's not capable of, because he had 2 carries, 29 yards in the last game.
You can look at both quarterbacks on film, and they're different statures. You know, Husky's shorter and more stocky, Mooney's long and more lean. But aside from that, their play style is different. Is the same, I mean. And they both can throw the ball downfield. They both can run it. You know, Mooney runs a 4.5. Not many people realize how quick he is. So he's going to surprise a lot of people.
Yeah, they just would rather, I guess, it's kind of the philosophy of a lot like Kevin in the studio every Saturday. I don't want my quarterback taking hits. I don't want my quarterback taking hits. Yeah. But, you know, what if your quarterback's the best athlete on a team and you want him running the football? So I think that strategy of Burns, I don't know if they're going to stick to that, or they're going to have Mooney run the football a little bit more tonight. They may, and, you know, if your quarterback can run, it does tend to open things up for your running back. Then you could do some RPO and play action and things.
Well, I've seen Mooney, you know, through the years, you know, his sophomore year, well, he didn't play any towards the Salisbury in his freshman year. Sophomore, junior year, he wasn't as disciplined in getting the ball down and sliding and getting the ball out of bounds as he was, you know, last year. He become more disciplined as a runner, you know, through the years, and I saw that again last week.
And guys, you look at how the game of football is changing. You don't see many stand in the pocket quarterbacks anymore.
Yeah.
Everybody, you know, from the pro level on down now, everybody's wanting to do that RPO. Give me a quarterback that can run. He can do different things with his legs and throw it down the field, and that's what both these quarterbacks can do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yep. you see a lot of, you know, read option in professional football.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like a Lamar Jackson comes to mind, but a lot of guys are doing that.
Guys, 10 years ago, if I told you a 5'10" quarterback was the number 1 pick in the NFL, you would have said I was crazy. Yeah. There's no way Bryce Young's a number 1 pick 10 years ago at 5'10".
Yeah. Well, the games play a little different than it used to be.
Yeah, I just hope he has a better showing than that 27-0 loss. He didn't play much in that game, though. He didn't play much in that game, so we'll see how that one pans out. Okay, before we go, I want to talk about the Crest ground game, because we've hit the Burns passing ground game. We've hit the Crest passing and receiving game. But I want to talk about the Crest rushing game. And it seems to be a two-headed monster with Husky and Carson. Both of them over 100 yards last week, Robbie. So, you know, they talk about toting the mail. They got 2 of them that tote the mail.
Yeah, and I think for Crest guys, they're trying to look for that second back right now. You know, we know what Carson brings to the table. Tank Ruff got into the game. He ran some last week. So they're trying to find another guy that can get in. And we talked about them able to give a guy a break. They're trying to find that guy that can give Aiden Carson a break in the backfield and give you some extra touches. So I'm going to be interested tonight to see what Crest does from that standpoint. Who else do they use tonight other than Aiden Carson as a running back?
And he's got big making ability too. He ran that long touchdown last week. So, you know, actually, as I said earlier, you kind of got to keep the guys in front of you and not prevent that big play. And, you know, tackling open field, I think it's going to be key tonight, especially in the secondary with all the passing that's going to be going on tonight.
And then if you look at Crest's total offense last week, they had 570 yards of offense, Robbie. And they didn't have 570 yards against Highland Tech. They had 570 yards against Gaffney.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I give those kids a lot of credit. I mean, again, you know, doing what coach has expected, and again, the second year of Sosaby's offense. Like I said, it's a little different. You're setting up the run via the pass instead of the run setting up your passing game. They're using the passing game to set up the run. It's a little different. So you're seeing guys getting a feel for that offense now in year 2.
Well, I think they'll also, you know, kind of give what the defense allows. You know, if they're successful running the ball, you know, either team will, you know, stay to that and make that the priority. But.
Okay, we're on the Bill Shupert Heating Air pregame show, and as always, Burns football brought to you by West End Sales. We're going to take about a 4-minute break. We come back, we're going to talk a little bit about the other side of the ball, the defensive side of the ball, and then we'll get into naming our players to watch. Those brought to you by Whitetail Properties in Falston. Don't go anywhere. Remember, it's a bit of a delayed kickoff. It'll be about 41 minutes from now. They delayed it a little bit for the heat, okay? One other public service announcement. There is a rodeo being hosted by FFA and DECA Saturday, September 16th, 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. So reach out to Amanda Morris for details on the rodeo being hosted by FFA and DECA Saturday, September 16th, 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. Thank you. We'll be right back.
If you need fireworks for your event, then call on Contracted Pyrotechnics and talk with Dustin Ledford today. They are the bomb. Dustin is a graduate of Burns High School and supplies all the fireworks you've seen at high school football games. If your town or organization needs fireworks, call Dustin Ledford today at 704-473-1996. That's 704-473-1996. Have a party, have a blast with Contracted Pyrotechnics. Make This the Summer event is underway now at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Shelby. Now get $3,250 total cash on select new 2023 Dodge Durango models. Plus get $750 bonus cash when financed through Chrysler Capital or Stellantis Financial Services. And make this the summer event. Introducing $500 retail consumer cash on all new 2023 Dodge Hornet models. Make this the summer event underway now at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1310 East Dixon Boulevard, Shelby. Do you see yourself traveling, working part-time, or moving somewhere warmer when you retire? Adam Larson, your Shelby Edward Jones financial advisor, wants to help you make your retirement goals a reality. He can help you figure out where you are today and how to get to where you expect to be. Working together, you can plan for what you want and be ready to take on anything unexpected along the way. Call Adam Larson at 704-470-4384 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC. The Marburger family of dealerships is happy to announce their latest addition. Carter Chevrolet in Shelby is now Marburger Chevrolet. They invite you to come by soon. You'll receive the same professional service that you received over the years from the Marburger family. So plan to drop by soon and say hello. They'd love to meet you and help you with all of your automotive needs, from new to pre-owned to parts and service. See the new Marburger Chevrolet, formerly Carter Chevrolet, 200 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Attention home buyers. Call Neeline Cole Termite and Pest Control before purchasing your new home to avoid getting stuck with extensive damage, typically not covered by homeowners insurance. Neeline Cole Termite and Pest Control will inspect your home for prior or present wood-destroying insects and moisture. Call Neeline Cole Termite and Pest Control today to schedule your free estimate at 1-800-7-THE-WEB and receive $25 off any new service from Neeline Cole Termite and Pest Control.
Are you thinking about popping the question? You know, the big question. Hey, it's Jennifer here from Wright's Jewelry in Falston. I can help make this process easy and flawless. Maybe you're thinking of a custom design for your engagement ring. We can do that. Or even a ring from our showcase. We have many options in stock, including lab-grown diamonds, natural diamonds, or alternative stones. We've got it all.
See Jennifer at Wright's Jewelry, 4911 Falston Road, Highway 18 in Falston. Online at wrightsjewelrystore.com. Keep that livestock and those pets warm this winter with a stop in at Parker Family Feed in Bellwood. Come see the girls for cedar shavings and square hay bales. Plus, they have your livestock and pet feed. And they have your protein tubs too. And for you deer hunters out there, Parker Family Feed has cob corn, $9 a bag, and whole corn, $9.50 a bag. That's Parker Family Feed, 121 Carpenter's Grove Church Road off Highway 18 North in Bellwood. If you need fireworks for your event, then call on Contracted Pyrotechnics and talk with Dustin Ledford today. They are the bomb. Dustin is a graduate of Burns High School and supplies all the fireworks you've seen at the Burns High School football. If your town or organization needs fireworks, call Dustin Ledford today at 704-473-1996. That's 704-473-1996. Have a party, have a blast with Contracted Pyrotechnics.
All right, we're back. Welcome to the Bill Schubert Heating and Air pregame show. Tom Senafani, Matt Royster, and special guest Rob Roop in the booth with us tonight. Sorry you didn't hear some of our commentary where we broke down a little bit of Mooney's passing game and Crest passing game and their high-powered offenses and who they might look to throw the ball to tonight. So sorry that kind of got X'd out, so we're not going to bring you that. But we'll try again. We're going to talk about the defensive side of the ball. And before we get to the defensive side of the ball, on the Saturday show, David Devine called in, and I told him, I said, what I was excited about is the way the defense played. Because as you said, you lose a Kahari Haynes, you lose a Ryan Thompson, you lose a Nick Vincent. You know, those guys don't grow on trees in high school football. You know, I mean, it's hard to replace all those guys, and they've been playing very well. They played well in the scrimmages. They played well against Forest View. Forest View had a few good athletes to say they got some things to work out. Okay, so I mean this is a much tougher test tonight. But I was also excited about the offensive line. And if you go back and have a chance to look at any of that Burns tape, they were opening up some huge holes. And that's not, that's without, Kayvon Bonner, who is still not going to play tonight and going to play next week. He got injured in the scrimmage. Doctors wouldn't clear him. I mean, it is what it is. But I said, David, I'm very excited about the offensive line. Caleb Bird comes to mind, our center, playing well. Gage Bowman came in there and had a good game. So, Bo Westbrook playing offensive line. I mean, these guys are doing a good job up front. He said they have worked extremely hard. They have gotten in the weight room. They have gotten after it, and it's paying off on the field. Yeah,
like you mentioned, Caleb Bird, he's coming off, I think he was all-conference last year. 3-year senior, been starting for 3 years now. He's the anchor. You got Jadarian Key, and it'll be big to get Bonner back next week, but they did a great job, in his absence last week. And unfortunately won't be active tonight.
And, guys, that's I always think, my son RJ played offensive line. He's up in Asheville tonight. He's getting to travel with Brent and Jeff. I'm sure he's having a time getting to hear those guys tell stories. But anytime you hear fans really get invested in the offensive line is when somebody screws up. Yeah, let's just be honest. That's why don't hit somebody? How many times you hear hit somebody from the stands, or you got to block somebody? Nobody ever talks about it. When those kids do their job and the machine works, it's because those offensive linemen.
Yeah, definitely underappreciated.
Absolutely, and like you guys said, Burns' job last week to open the holes, the way what Crest did last week to keep those guys, to give Husky time to scramble around and do what he needed to do. You've got to have those hogs up front if you're going to be successful offensively.
Yeah, I mean they're just good, hard-working kids up front. I mean, that's the first thing I said. I said that offensive line play, because we've had some seasons where we weren't blessed with so many offensive line, or you had injury and you got to bring guys up that are maybe not quite ready yet, and it really makes a difference when you have those seasoned offensive line.
How many times, guys, do we hear in the summertime, how did you look in 7-on-7s? How did you look in 7-on-7s? Nobody talks about that kid that's over there in the weight room in the heat. He's running the hill. He's pulling a sled. Nobody's talking about that kid, and they're going to be the one that drive the machine.
So
absolutely.
Talk a little bit about the Crest offensive line, Robbie. I mean, have they got a lot of veterans coming back, or how do they feel about their offense?
Well, guys, they were hoping they could move some guys around, was maybe kind of the plan. Montgomery Edwards, who's playing center right now for Crest, they were hoping they were going to be able to move him to guard, but so far they've not been able to find that guy to put in at center, so he's still there. And Crest has had to slide in Paxton Dobbins, a freshman, at one of their offensive line spots. So I think this line still, they played well last week, but they're still really trying to understand their role. I think you're going to have to see them continue to grow, and if you're Crest, you hopefully see that again tonight with those guys just continue to work as a team and be able to play off of each other.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take another commercial break for 1 minute, and we'll be right back, and we'll talk about the defense of these teams. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Bill Schubert Heating and Air pregame show, and as always, Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sale.
Buying a home can seem like a daunting task, but it's really not with Homestar Financial. With a short phone call, we can get you pre-approved. Once pre-approved, you're free to shop for the home of your dreams. At Homestar Financial, we can tell you the price or payment range that you qualify for. Your realtor will appreciate that you took the time to get pre-approved. So call me today. Let's make buying a home a dream come true. With Homestar Financial, it's quick and easy with no surprises at closing. Call today.
Shelby's CarQuest Parts Store is Shelby Auto plus CarQuest, locally owned and operated. See Charles and Beth Cabinets, Lathan Queen, and Lisa McKinney for all of your auto parts needs. And Shelby Auto Plus CarQuest is your hydraulic hose headquarters. Also fittings to custom-made hoses. They want to help you with all of your automotive parts needs. Shelby Auto Plus CarQuest, 409 North Washington Shelby. Give them a call today at 704-482-2468, your CarQuest Auto Parts store.
Okay, we're back. Hold on. Let me get this one. Let me get the big scoreboard up there. 30 minutes to kickoff. Welcome back to the Bill Schufert Heating and Air pregame show. As always, Burns Football brought to you by West End Sales. And we're going to talk a little bit about the defensive side of the ball. That's me there. Yeah.
Yep.
The defensive side of the ball. So, got a couple of these guys. Got to get my glasses set up. Hold on. All right, there we go. Okay. Burns did have 6 tackles for loss. I was looking at the Crest. It seemed like they had about 6 tackles for loss and a couple of sacks last game. And Chris Hayward, appreciate you listening in over there in Union County, my old high school buddy. Lots of people moved out of the area. They come back and listen. So thanks, Chris Hayward, and your family, Michelle, and your children. Hopefully they're tuning in. I guess kids are at college now. Years get away from you a little bit.
Yes, they do.
But if we look here at the defense for for Burns, Johnny Johnson, Wilson, Goodson, and Dover all with tackles for loss, and also Marshall McGowan tackle for loss. So getting them behind the line of scrimmage, getting that defensive penetration, that's kind of what I always look at. How many tackles for loss did you have? It may be one that maybe doesn't get looked at enough, but that tells me, are you getting off the ball, are you getting upfield, are you disrupting things in the backfield?
I'm excited about this linebacker core. You know, we got Marshall McGowan, obviously came in last year, led the team in tackles. Landon Dover came on big. I saw him in the Jamboree, and then last week, both all over the field. I think he had 4 tackles last week. Elijah Goodson stepped up, had 5. Xavion Wilson. So we got a real good linebacker core for Burns this year.
Yeah, Landon Dover was one of those guys that when I looked and thought, here's a guy that you need to step in and fill that role of the guys you lost. Mm-hmm. And I really, like you said, I really liked the play of Dover last week, and to see him growing into that role. And that's what you're going to see. Hey, again, guys, we're still game 2. Mm-hmm. So a lot of these guys for both teams still have a growth pattern they need to get through.
And we're going to see a lot of these guys probably need to drop back in coverage, against this Crest passing attack tonight.
And one thing I saw is like pass breakups. I saw that collectively as a team. I know Surratt had a couple of nice pass breakups. And one thing I like to see with your defensive backs is playing the ball, being able to get your hand in there and knock that ball away, not going for the hero play, you know what I mean? And sometimes, I'm going to knock him out, or I'm going to get that big interception, and just playing the ball and knocking the ball away on some of the deeper passes for Forest View last week, because their quarterback had a pretty good arm. They stretched the field a couple times. So I like to see that good technique and that good discipline hold true tonight.
They'll need that for sure tonight against Crest. No doubt.
All right. So, Robbie, some of the guys on defense for Crest that you want to talk about.
I tell you guys, for me, for this game, knowing that I want to be aware of what Brandon Mooney's doing, I think Cam Anderson for Crest needs to have a good night from his linebacker spot. He's a guy maybe I can use to spy on Mooney a little bit, keep an eye on him. And then I go into that secondary, and again, it's a young secondary. We're talking about a couple sophomores. And Lyric Pettis, he's going to be back there. And then also Pluto Surratt. Those 2 young guys, you talk about pass breakups. Those 2 guys did the same thing against Gaffney last week. I think it's going to be important they have a good game. And Derek Mitchell has moved up and has been playing defensive end. He's had to come in and try to take that spot Dede Surratt had last year. Mm-hmm. We talk about replacing guys. You replace a guy that averaged about 3 sacks a game.
Yeah.
So it's hard to, that's a big number to try to improve from. So I need to see Derek Mitchell have a big night on defense as well.
Yeah, that's what I saw with Crest last week. They had 5 tackles for loss, another couple of sacks. Of course, gave up a lot of points, but I'm telling you, in a track meet game like that, when you're just going up and down the field, I mean, points are going to come.
I'm sure Crest, they got a lot of guys playing both ways too. I'm assuming same way as Burns.
So. And it was interesting, guys. To talk about that Gaffney score. One play, Crest dropped an interception. Gaffney scored the next play for a touchdown. Mm-hmm. Another play, Gaffney fumbled the football. Instead of Crest trying to get on the ball, they tried to scoop it. Mm-hmm. Gaffney recovered. Next play, scored a touchdown. Yeah. There's a 14-point swing right there if you make the play on the ball.
You see a lot of fatigue, set in definitely the first week of the season, no doubt.
And you bring up a good point there, hero ball.
Yes.
I think some of the guys get caught up in hero ball. and I'm going to make some kind of spectacular play when I just need to make a play.
Absolutely.
You know, and in this game, I would say the tendency of that tends to go up because you're a young man, you're 15, 16, 17 years old, and you're trying to make that play that's going to be on Instagram, right? Especially when, like, our generation didn't have to worry about that. It's a lot of pressure on these young
Tom,
kids.
I can't imagine, man, if we had all that stuff and it would have been a sight, because I know what was going on without the camera.
Yeah,
so.
I know. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But, we're going to give our players to watch now that we've gone through some of the statistics for both teams. And the player to watch brought to you by Whitetail Properties in Falston, North Carolina. So let's start with you, Robbie. You guys are the visitors. And a player to watch, let's go ahead for offense and defense.
All right, yeah, guys, I was thinking about offensively the direction to go with, and we talk about the passing game, these receivers, and what Husky does as a quarterback. But I go back to that ground game. I want to see Aiden Carson have a good night tonight for the Chargers against this Burns offense. You know, when they have to have a drive, I need Aiden Carson to be able to run the football successfully. So Aiden Carson, my player to watch offensively. I mentioned my defensive player to watch earlier because of what I know Mooney can do, and that's going to be Cam Anderson. I think Cam Anderson has to have a big night for Crest defensively for them to win this football game.
Yeah.
All right, so those players to watch brought to you by Whitetail Properties. Now the Burns side, I'm going to go defense, and I'm going to go with my man Marshall McGowan, because Marshall has been pumped up about this game all week. He said he's going to have a big game, and he's come by my room a lot of times and said, I'm the player to watch Friday night. So Marshall McGowan, we've named you the player to watch. So I think he was second on the team in tackles last week, had a tackle for loss. He's going to have to get after the quarterback tonight. Don't know if they're going to stand him up or put a finger on, put a hand on the ground. Just depends, I guess, what they need tonight. But he's a dynamic player, and I expect to see him in a couple different roles there, either on defensive end or linebacking core. So Marshall McGowan, I think, key to this defensive effort tonight.
Yep.
And so who you got for offense, man?
I'm going what you said, Jeremiah Norris, running back. It's going to be key for Burns to establish the run game tonight. We know Mooney's going to pass the ball. He's going to go downfield. He's going to get his yards. But if we can establish that run game and kind of keep that defense pressed up a little bit, I think that's going to open up a lot of holes for Ben Mooney tonight.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of one of these people who I still have an old school mindset to football, and I like to see ball control.
Yeah.
I just don't want to get in a situation where you're going in some 3-and-outs and you're quickly giving the ball back to Crest and you're putting your defense back out on the field.
Prime example, guys, when it's working, South Point Red Raiders.
I know.
They limit you to 4 possessions and a half. I mean, because they're able to do that. So, like you said, if you can't score if you don't touch the ball.
Right.
So if you can control the clock. Let me ask you guys a question right quick, since we mentioned a couple of these guys, and it really has nothing to do with the football field. It's about mentality. You got a quarterback, you got a defensive player, both have state championship rings now. What does that do coming into this season? I know it was on the baseball field.
Yeah.
What does it do to your mentality knowing you play at a high enough level to be a state champion?
I think it's you've been there. You know what I mean? You've been there and dealt with that pressure. I guarantee you that state championship game, I would argue there's more pressure here, Robbie. I mean, I would argue there's more pressure in a county rivalry game as we're looking at the banks. We've got Charger fans. Look at that. Charger fans are already streaming all the way down the bank. And we're 20 minutes away from kickoff. They're still coming in. And if you look at the Burns stands already filled. Well, look there, the bank's coming down. These stands are filled. The Burns band is just now coming in. By the way, Wright's Jewelry sponsoring the band this year. We will have the halftime show filmed. So put Robbie on that one. Robbie's going to remind me that's new this year. We're going to get the band on the camera. And you're going to get to see the halftime show for all the home Burns football games. So we're excited to bring that to you. Thank you to Wright's Jewelry for making that possible. But there's a lot of people here. When you get, and some of the, Ben Mooney was talking, got Ben in fourth period, get to torture him with economics every day. But he was like, Mr. Setafani, there might be, I heard they sold 3,000-4,000 tickets already. I'm sure. I would estimate like a crowd of 4,000 to 5,000 people would probably be a rough estimate. That's a heck of a lot more than the baseball game. I'm not saying that the game didn't have more meaning, but once you get all these players and the pageantry and the band and the cheerleaders and all that, that just creates that atmosphere.
And guess what time? I'm at McDonald's or I'm at Taco Bell.
Somebody's talking about the game.
And I see you. I'm not seeing that guy that I just played in the state championship game in the eastern part of the state.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing these guys on the other side of 74.
Right.
Yeah.
And you see him all the time. You might see him at church on Sunday.
Absolutely.
You know, so it's one of those things where it's just, you might say, well, this game really doesn't mean a whole lot. Well, it does for your rankings. And are you going to, come playoff time, these games do matter. And how good a team did you play? That does matter. Of course, your conference games are the most important. That's your number one goal. But I'm telling you, if you play football in Cleveland County, your number one goal is there's 3 other teams in Cleveland County, and you want to beat all 3 of them every year.
These are the games you think of, 5, 10, 15 years down the road. You're sitting around bragging to each other. This is the games you think about. You don't think as much about the non-conference games, for sure.
Yeah.
Here's my example, guys, and not to throw shade on anybody else. If I'm the Rutherford County champion of football, that's not going to get me a whole lot.
Yeah.
If you're the county champion of Cleveland County, there's a pretty darn good chance you're in contention for a state championship.
Oh, yeah.
And one thing Coach Sosby he talks about, iron sharpens iron. And it happens in this county. And, guys, tonight's a prime example when you look at the state rankings. Crest comes in ranked number 2 in the state in 3A. Kings Mountain's ranked 1. Burns comes in ranked number 3 in the 2A ranks. I mean, so we're talking about 2 top 5 programs in their classification and 3 in the same freaking county. And we all know Shelby's going to fix the ship at some point. That's what they do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is what it is right here in this county.
Look what we got here. We got a parachuter coming in here. I don't know.
I reckon that's part of the.
You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me. Remember Mad Max, the little guy in the little helicopter? That's what it kind of looks like out there. Maybe filming. It's a human drone we've got over. So pretty cool. Pretty cool sights of the game. Just a great atmosphere here tonight at Ron Green Stadium. Always is when these two teams get together. So we're going to take a break and continue the extended version of the Bill Shuford Heating and Air pregame show. Kickoff in about 19 minutes. And I got to show Robbie how to operate this mouse.
Tom's got to show him how this mouse wakes back up.
So we're gonna take about a 4-minute break, and we'll be back. As always, Burns Football is brought to you by West End Sales.
If you're ready to make the great escape, do it with the #1 brand on the water. Yamaha Wave Runners are the most premium personal watercraft on the market, with industry-first features and exciting new products like the all-new 2021 VX Series with audio packages, the must-anticipated Superjet, and the new race-ready GP Series. This is Wave Runner country. See one today at Full Throttle Power Sports, located at 100 Indian Walk off I-85 in Lowell.
How would you like a new heating and air conditioning system for just $85 a month? Of course you would. And you can have it today by calling Bill Shuford Heating and Air in Shelby. Get a new American Standard heating and air conditioning system for as low as $85 per month for qualified buyers on qualified systems. American Standard is #1 in reliability. And they service all brands. Bill Shuford Heating and Air. 213 Campbell Street in Shelby. Online at BillShufordHVAC.com. Call 704-484-0025. It's the all-new Nissan of Shelby, where they do the right thing. First time, every time. Nissan of Shelby now has new management, plus a big new inventory with new prices, giving you a whole new customer experience. Check their amazing lineup. Nissan Rogues and Muranos, and trucks like the Nissan Frontier and Titan, plus a wide range of pre-owned vehicles with special rates and pricing. Come to the all-new Nissan of Shelby, 631 South Post Road, right off Highway 74 East in Shelby. Online at nissanofshelby.com. Jumpin' Jed's in the heart of downtown Falston wants to wish the Burns Bulldogs the best of luck this season. Stop in for country, primitive, and farmhouse home decor, and also Amish-made furniture, quilts, baskets, and more, along with Amish-made jams, jelly, sauces, and butters. Plus Billy Jacob prints. See the local artisan woodwork, pottery, jewelry, braided rugs, plus Hershey's ice cream in cups, cones, shakes, or floats. Jumpin' Jed's in the heart of downtown Boston. Open 10 to 6 Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 4 on Saturday. Like them on Facebook too. Take your pick on a brand new Bobcat mower from West End Sales in Vail. Pick 0% APR financing for 60 months or get an $800 instant rebate. You just take your pick and pick out your new Bobcat mower. Take a look at a Bobcat ZT 2000, $500 instant cash rebate. Bobcat ZT 3000, $700 instant cash rebate, or the Bobcat ZT 3500 with an $800 instant rebate. See them today at West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vail. Online at westendSales.com. Like them on Facebook too. Thinking about buying or selling land in Western North Carolina? Specializing in hunting land, farmland, and country homes, Whitetail Properties land specialists Chip Camp and Chris Weaver are ready to help. Visit whitetailproperties.com for more information or give Chip a call at 704-473-3833 or Chris at 704-692-6185. Or visit the new office at 4811 Falston Road in Hunting land, farmland, and country homes is their specialty. Call today.
Well, we're back. Bill Shuford, Heating and Air pregame show. We're about 15 minutes from kickoff. Want to thank our sponsors for our pregame show. Bill Shuford, which we've mentioned, player to watch by Whitetail Properties. Want to mention one more time the Burns High Band, which we can't get on the. Let's see if we can get them on there, Robbie. Go to the. Yep. There we go. We got the Burns High Band. Just want to make sure our listeners know that the marching band is sponsored by Wright's Jewelry, and their halftime performances will be on. So don't go anywhere at halftime. You get a chance to see the Burns High School marching band brought to you by Wright's Jewelry. We're going to step away for another break and be right back. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales.
Bayada Home Healthcare continues to grow, and because of this growth, they are in need of new employees. See Bayada Home Healthcare and join their growing team of healthcare professionals with immediate opportunities in Gaston, Lincoln, and Cleveland counties. And they take all safety precautions possible with an experienced, trained staff. Just call 704-669-4000 or visit the website at bayada.com. Bayada Home Healthcare. They love what they do. You've got to see it. A 2020 Shelby Mustang GT 500 is in the showroom at Classic Ford Lincoln in Shelby. Come see this beast of a machine. It's a one-of-a-kind, and it could be yours. And right now, Classic Ford Lincoln in Shelby is having an end-of-summer inventory reduction sale on new and pre-owned vehicles. Save thousands of dollars. They've got to make room for new inventory arriving daily. And don't forget, they feature a top-rated service department, too. Classic Ford Lincoln, 1775 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at classicfordofshelby.com. Plan now to attend this year's Cleveland County Fair, September 28th through October 8th. 11 big days of fun for the entire family. Entertainment includes Act Monsters Chainsaw Art. The circus is incredible with high-flying aerial artists. The Electrifying Magic, starring Jay Matoli from America's Got Talent and Showtime at the Apollo. And Hog Diggity Dog, the very best animal act ever, and Nashville recording artist John Morris, along with 40 ride hopper rides, games, food stands, and more. The Cleveland County Fair, September 28th through October 8th, online at clevelandcountyfair.com. Since 1968, Distributors in Patterson Springs has been serving this area with a full line of automotive products, including oils, transmission fluids, antifreeze, filters, chemicals, parts, and supplies for all types of automobiles and trucks, with many brands to choose from. They sell to individuals or wholesale. Just visit the walk-in counter. Putnam Distributors, 1626 Peterson Drive off Highway 180 south of Shelby. Call 704-487-9395 or visit the website at putnamdistributors.com. Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs, offering quality automotive parts and supplies for over 50 years.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L-Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. They feature powerful Kubota diesel engines and easy operation. The durable Kubota L-Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, located at 126 Bessie Drive on Oak Grove Road at the Highway 74 bypass in Kings Mountain. For nearly 50 years, the K family at Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service have been taking care of your bookkeeping and income tax needs in Shelby, Cleveland County, and the surrounding area. They feature a staff of enrolled agents and registered tax return preparers to make sure you get every advantage you deserve. That's Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service, 707 South Lafayette Street in Shelby. Give them a call at 704-484-2783. Online at numbersofshelby.com. They are there for you.
Burns High School Band, there you saw the completion of the national anthem. Once again, Burns High School Marching Band brought to you by Wright's Jewelry right here in Falston, North Carolina. We're going to take another break, and we'll be right back in just a few minutes.
Nobody does it better.
Yes, when it comes to real estate, nobody does it better than Sherry Horn of Sherry Horn Real Estate. Sherry was voted the best real estate agent and best real estate office in Cleveland County. If you're in the market to buy or sell your home, talk with Sherry Horn at Sherry Horn Real Estate. Call 704-915-5450 or visit her website at soldbysherry.com. And like her on Facebook too, and you'll see why nobody does it better. Triad Corrugated Metal in Lincoln is this area's headquarters for premium metal roofing and supplies. And now just arrived square tubing for metal carports and metal buildings. Give them a call at 980-429-2278 for pricing and sizes. And they have a wide variety of colors. Visit the website at triadcorrugatedmetal.com. And like them on Facebook too, Triad Corrugated Metal, 108 Industrial Park Road in Lincoln.
Should be back on now. I'm sorry, just came back over real fast. All right, we're back. Just dealing with some technical difficulties there. We have the Burns High School Band. If we could put them on the field. Once again, they're playing the school song. And that is the Burns High School Band, brought to you this year by Wright's Jewelry in Falston, North Carolina. So thank you very much to Wright's Jewelry for sponsoring the band, and under the new director, Kyle Maples. So let's go to number four. Okay, we'll be right back in just a few minutes.
DeRisi Racing wants to wish the Burns Bulldogs good luck during this year's football season. DeRisi Power Sports is your go-to for ATV and UTV parts, service, and accessories. And DeRisi is nationally recognized for building race engines and suspensions. They also perform race bike builds. Stop in today and see Santo and Heather DeRisi. These people know what they're doing, and they're located at 4225 Falston Road in Shelby, or find them online at www.derisiracing.com. Call them at 704-538-3512.
Local, scratch-made, and delicious food right there in Falston. It's Johnny Ray Smokehouse. The menu is loaded with delicious slow-smoked barbecue, brisket, burgers, salads, plus Friday night is rib night. And be sure you start off your meal with their famous fried cheese curds. They're out of this world. Stop by today. Johnny Ray Smokehouse, 4629 Falston Road, Highway 18. Open 11 to 8 Wednesday and Thursday, 11 to 9 Friday and Saturday, 11 to 9 on Sunday. Like them on Facebook too.
Say goodbye to those hot, sticky days in the scorching sun. James River delivers the Back to Cool special on select John Deere cab tractors. Experience ultimate comfort in a roomy, air-conditioned 3R, 4R, or 5E 3-cylinder series cab tractor. Plus, save a cool $5,000 off MSRP on top of 0% for 60-month financing. Comfort has never been so affordable. Visit jamesriverequipment.com/cool for more. Ends 8/31/23 with approved credit from John Deere Financial. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
On the Go Quick Lube in Falston is not just oil changes. They have tires for all cars with names like GT Radio, Hankook, and Toyo, plus interstate batteries and wiper blades. Of course, they do oil changes featuring Castrol, Motorcraft, and Rotella diesel oil, and they carry diesel truck fuel filters. Plus, they're an official North Carolina inspection station. For quick service with competitive pricing and professional technicians, head over to On The Go Quick Lube today. 3716 Falston Road, Highway 18 north of Shelby, and go Burns Bulldogs.
All right, we're back. About 6:16 to kick off. We're going to have our coin toss, and we're going to have our captains here. We got Ben Mooney as a captain, and we've got
Like Jeremiah Norris,
Surratt, and Johnny Johnson will be our captains.
looks like Bonner and Bess is out there. Might be an honorary captain or something.
Okay. So, yeah, Bonner, who has been banged up, not able to go this week, got banged up a little bit in the scrimmage. Doctor set to clear him next week. So we'll be excited to get him back. We are excited here. We got a packed house. Lots of people probably watching at home. And we appreciate you tuning in to this Crest Burns game. Robbie Roop and Matt Royster with me, and just want to thank all our listeners for tuning in. Want to thank our sponsor, especially our pregame show, and that's Bill Shuford, Heating and Air. Thank you, and also to Whitetail Properties of Falston for bringing us the players to watch. And if you're one of these guys standing here waiting for the coin toss, you're just ready to go, man.
Yes, come on, we're already out here. So let's do
It's
something.
like we've been out here a while. I mean, I tell you, these fans here at Burns, it was a packed house about an hour and a half ago. So it's gonna be a big crowd. Looks like the seats are full. Been a while since I've seen a crowd this big out here.
Yeah. And we've got people lined along the bank, and they're probably not done coming in as Burns does their little rubbing of the rock ceremony they'll do. So I tell you what, Robbie, while we're waiting, it seems to be some kind of hold up. Let's go to that one, and we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Drivers, start your engines!
Start your engine of savings at Campers Inn in Kings Mountain. Race on in now during the Campers Inn 500. Over 500 units have been discounted for year-end savings. It's the best time of the year to buy. Don't make a pit stop elsewhere. Head to the finish line of savings at Campers Inn in Kings Mountain during the Campers Inn 500. Campers Inn, 615 South Broadway off Highway 161 South at I-85 in Kings Mountain. Online at campersinn.kingsmountain.com. Like them on Facebook too. Oliver's Hardware and Garden Center is not just a hardware store, but a real general store, carrying items like feed and seed, hay, pine needles, and straw. Also case knives, Grove Line, belts, county cheese, Guernsey milk, Hunter's liver mush, and many more unique items not found in your typical hardware store. They've got it all at Oliver's Hardware, 3712 Falston Road, between Falston and Shelby, or online at olivershardware.com. Oliver's Hardware proudly supports the Burns football team and wishes them good luck for a great season.
Buying a home can seem like a daunting task, but it's really not with Homestar Financial. With a short phone call, we can get you pre-approved. Once pre-approved, you're free to home of your dreams. At Homestar Financial, we can tell you the price or payment range that you qualify for. Your realtor will appreciate that you took the time to get pre-approved. So call me today. Let's make buying a home a dream come true. With Homestar Financial, it's quick and easy with no surprises at closing. Call today.
Make This the Summer event is underway now at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Shelby. Now get $3,250 total cash on select new 2023 Dodge Durango models. Plus get $750 bonus cash when financed through Chrysler Capital or Stellantis Financial Services. And make this the summer event. Introducing $500 retail consumer cash on all new 2023 Dodge Hornet models. Make this the summer event underway now at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1310 East Dixon Boulevard, Shelby. Today, having choices at the end of life's journey is more important than ever. Choosing the proper way to honor a loved one is not an easy task. There are many emotional, personal, and spiritual issues to consider. Now, there is a new alternative to traditional burial and flame-based cremation. Foothills Aquamation is a water-based natural process that gently returns your loved one's remains to their natural ash form. Learn more at StameyTysigerFuneralHome.com or drop by their offices in Falston and in Cherryville. Shelby's CarQuest Parts Store is Shelby Auto Plus CarQuest, locally owned and operated. See Charles and Beth Cabanas, Lathan Queen, and Lisa McKinney for all of your auto parts needs. And Shelby Auto Plus CarQuest is your hydraulic hose headquarters. Also fittings to custom-made hoses. They want to help you with all of your automotive parts needs. Shelby Auto Plus CarQuest. For North Washington Street in Shelby, give them a call today at 704-482-2468, your CarQuest Auto Parts store. Triad Corrugated Metal in Lincoln is this area's headquarters for premium metal roofing and supplies. And now just arrived, square tubing for metal carports and metal buildings. Give them a call at 980-429-2278 for pricing and sizes. And they have a wide variety of colors. Visit the website at triadcorrugatedmetal.com. And like them on Facebook too, Triad Corrugated Metal, 108 Industrial Park Road in Lincoln.
All right, we're back. So we couldn't quite get the fireworks display in, but they did have the fireworks display in the marching band. It's quite an entrance here at Burns High School that they've done over the last couple of years, and I'll tell you what, cost them a few bucks, but it's a sight to see.
Absolutely.
Contractor Pyrotechnics, as always, puts on that show, so we appreciate Dustin Ledford and company for doing that.
Yeah, Dustin, those guys do a great job. Anywhere they do a show, man, they do a phenomenal job.
Oh, yeah.
And want to remind our listeners one more time, the FFA and DECA Saturday, September 16th at 10 and 7 will be hosting a rodeo. So contact Miss Morris if you need more information on that. So
your opportunity to see Tom Sinofani.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, I thought we'd give him a shot.
He's going to be the clown.
There we go.
Yeah.
No.
He'll keep the bull off of you.
No. I spent enough time being a clown in the classroom for the last 27 years. I was like, no, I don't need that. So here come the Bulldogs. They're going to receive as Crest will kick it off. And, Robbie, it's like having you. Who's the kicker for Crest? Zero.
That is Derek Mitchell. It does the kickoff for them.
They don't have specialized kickers much anymore, do they?
No, they don't.
Yep.
That's just a thing that, I don't know why that's happened.
Yeah, we got Johnny Johnson's going to be punting, kicking,
Yeah.
playing offense and defense. So he's going to be doing it all for us tonight.
Yeah, Mooney can punt it too, but they just don't let him punt it. They're going to let Johnny punt it. So
back deep for Burns looks like we got Jeremiah Norris, and I think that's Surratt.
Two dangerous guys.
So it's the haze of the smoke still on the field as Crest gets ready to put it in play as they won the toss and deferred. Going to put their defense on the field first. Here it comes. Toe meets ball, and we're underway. Short kickoff, fielded by one of the up men at the 19. He's going to work his way. He's to the 25-30. There he goes. 35 brought down by the kicker, Mitchell. But that's not your ordinary kicker there.
As Graham Warlick on the return took it back about 15 so yards up to about the 37-yard lines.
I told you guys.
That's where Burns will start this drive.
Graham Warlick, I'm telling you.
That's your guy.
I like the kid.
Yep.
I like the kid.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it helps when you put him as one of your up men. Like, we don't want to kick it deep, so. All right, so Cherville down to West Lincoln 14-0. Thank you, John, for sharing that score. And they got started on time, I guess. Here we delayed it till 8, and Mooney. They might have delayed it to let a few more folks come in the gate.
I think it worked for sure.
Yeah, triple wide receivers left, one to the right. Mooney in the gun. He'll give to Norris, and he's smacked down in the back. Mooney pulled the ball and kept it. I thought Norris was taking for a loss, but Mooney's going to take it for about a 13-yard gain, and that's a Falston Pharmacy first down.
Big time play by Ben Mooney. Everybody thought Norris had the ball. Mooney kept it and got enough for the first down across midfield.
We talked about it, guys, the opportunity to see Ben Mooney use his legs, and there it was.
Not sure if that was a design play or not, but he had the instinct enough to pull it back.
Yeah, that was the good old read option there.
Yeah.
Good old read option, but he just did it well. He fooled me. I thought Norris was buried for a loss.
Yeah, Norris took a big lick from Jameson for Crest, so not sure what's going on.
And it's going to be a penalty of some sort.
I think we got a penalty.
Or are they going to say that Norris was down? I have no idea what's going on.
I never saw a flag, guys. I never saw an official come
And they're
over here.
bringing it back to the original spot. And are they replaying first down? An inadvertent whistle because they even fooled the referees.
Oh, my God.
They fooled the referees who thought Norris had the ball.
Oh, what a way to start this game.
Holy cow.
Huge break there by Crest. They gave it a big play there.
So, hey, Mr. Referee, you want a big game?
Man.
Sometimes you got to be a patient whistle there.
Absolutely.
You got to have a patient whistle. And Mooney now fakes it, going to roll in a little bit of trouble, lets it go, little screen pass, caught by Johnson, doesn't get much, maybe to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard.
Yeah, minimal gain there. Mooney flushed out, had pressure.
And that was Cam Anderson on the cover, guys.
Yep, brings it up. Like I say, might have got a yard up to the 39-yard line.
They're going to give him 2. I think Christmas came early on that spot. I thought he was down right there at the stick, but they're going to give him 2. And it'll be 2nd down and 8. I was like, wow, I just can't, man. That's deflating. You had that great play. And
Wilson in the backfield now for Burns.
so it's 2nd down and 8. Mooney in the gun again. Triple wide receivers right. And Wilson is going to get, no, Mooney's going to keep it. This time he's slammed down about the line of scrimmage. Going to be 3rd down and call it short 8 along 7.
Guys, that was Finn Allen on the tackle. He had that sack to end the game against Gaffney last Friday.
Yeah, back to the line of scrimmage. We'll bring up 3rd and 8 for his Burns team.
Yeah, the nose of the ball's at the 39, and they got to move it to the 47-yard line. So that is 3rd down 8.
Well, like I say, if you're Burns, you got to put that behind you and press on.
Yeah,
big 3rd down play here on this opening drive for Burns.
First play. First play. All right, Norris and a little pistol set, triple wide receivers right, 1 to the left. Norris goes in motion, and over the middle, pass incomplete. No flag. Looking for a flag was Johnson. Thought he got held, but it's going to go as a 3 and out for Burns.
Yeah, tried to hit that inside slant across the middle. Johnson wanted a flag there, but wasn't called. Bring up 4th and 8.
Yeah, so it will be 4th down and 8. I tell you what, how'd you like to be that official that blew that call?
I'm telling you what, you talk about something that a hinge play early in this game.
Well,
that was
I don't understand that because Crest didn't like. It's not like they stopped on defense, so I don't know why they went back and called that.
Right.
I'll tell you this: if I'm gonna blow a call in the game, I want to blow one in the 7th inning, not the 1st. Because you blow it in the 1st, you're gonna hear it the rest of the game
all night long.
Yeah. Well, we got a lot of football to play, so.
All right, 4th down and 8. Johnny Johnson boots it away. Pretty good boot. Knuckleball going to hit around the 32-yard line. It depends on the spot. And they're going to spot it at the 31. So give it 11 plus 19 more. That's a 30-yard punt. No return.
Yeah, it's a pretty good field position to start this drive for Crest.
So Crest will take it with 10:07 left to go on their own 31-yard line. 1st down and 10, and now Husky, they got a little swing and gate action, don't they? They're trying to hide the receivers.
Going no back.
Yep, they're going empty. 5 wide receivers for the Chargers, and Husky's in the gun. And he's got the snap. He's got a little time. Got to be flushed out. Still running. Lets it go. Man is out there. Big hit incomplete. I think Surratt out there on the hit, but Husky overthrew him. There's a flag in the backfield. They're going to get roughing the passer. Let's see what they get. I didn't see it. My eyes went to the football.
Yeah, it was a big time hit by Johnny Johnson. Ball would have been over his head anyway.
They got holding.
Holding on Crest.
Holding on Crest, okay, because for a second thought that might be a roughing the passer, but instead it's a 10-yard penalty. And we didn't discuss that much in our pregame show, guys. Penalties, mistakes. In a game like this, they're going to kill you. We've already had one mistake by the ref and now one mistake by Crest.
You will see that a lot in these early season games for sure.
Yeah, 4 wide receivers this time for Husky. Claps the hands. He'll throw it again. He's got time. Now he's going to let it go. Man is behind the defense. He's got it. I think that's Adams. He's to the 30. He's going to take it to the house. That's going to be a 79-yard touchdown for the Chargers.
Yeah, deep ball to Malachi Addison for Crest. Had him beat by a couple steps there.
That was Addison. Addison was behind the defense, and nobody was really near him. He had about a 5-yard cushion, and Husky dropped it in the bucket.
That's one of the things, guys, we talked about with this Crest team. They're going to spread you out. They're going to want to put the ball down the field to athletes. That's what they did there. Right quick, guys, update. Thanks to R.J. Roop. 0-0 going to the second quarter. Shelby and AC Reynolds.
So here it is 6-0 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. And extra point brought to you by Neal and Cole. Touchdown brought to you by Numbers Bookkeeping. So here comes the extra point. Snap back, down, and it's up, and it's right down Broadway. So let's play number 1, and we'll be right back.
If you need fireworks for your event, then call on Contracted Pyrotechnics and talk with Dustin Ledford today. They are the bomb. Dustin is a graduate of Burns High School and supplies all the fireworks you've seen at the Burns High School football games. If your town or organization needs fireworks, call Dustin Ledford today at 704-473-1996. That's 704-473-1996. Have a party, have a blast with Contracted Pyrotechnics. Make This the Summer event is underway now at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Shelby. Now get $3,250 total cash on select new 2023 Dodge Durango models. Plus get $750 bonus cash when financed through Chrysler Capital or Stellantis Financial Services. And make this the summer event. Introducing $500 retail consumer cash on all new 2023 Dodge Hornet models. Make this the summer event underway now at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1310 East Dixon Boulevard, Shelby.
So Mitchell's set to give us our Jam & J's Pizza Factory kickoff, and I tell you what, that's a gut punch to the Bulldogs. You had your first down taken away, you end up going 3 and out, then you give up the 79-yard bomb to Addison, not Adams. Sorry about that. That was Adams on the reception. And this one's put into play and spun and caught around the 8. Now to the 20. There's a little crease. There he goes. 30, 40, still on his feet all the way to the 47-yard line. So Burns going to take it in good shape. I think that was Surratt on the return.
Yeah, Kamari Surratt brings it up the midfield. So good opening possession here. A good field position here on the second drive for Burns.
Yeah, if you're Burns here, you want an answer. I mean, Crest just hit you over the head and knocked you down. Now you got to get up and somehow come up with an answer. So you got a relatively short field, not far from plus territory.
So let's see if Burns maybe tries to counter that and throw the ball downfield again.
They got 4 wide receivers, and I think that's Norris. That is Norris in a little pistol set. And Mooney claps the hands, calls the signal, and he has the snap. Norris with the ball, through a little crease, still on his feet, dances, still on his feet, takes on the tackler, rumbles for 12 and a Falston Pharmacy first down.
Big time run there, Jeremiah Nardis right up the middle, juked his way up to the first down to move the chains for Burns.
So that is the first Falston Pharmacy first down for the Bulldog. Well, they had one taken away and that I called, so I got to take that one off. I think I got it in my notes.
We'll put one with an asterisk beside it. What about that?
So I go around the school, and that's what people say to me. Falston Pharmacy first down. There's power in alliteration.
It's like Xavier Wilson checks in for Norris.
So this is the first play in plus territory for Burns. And snap is back, toss play, Wilson, and he makes a man miss, still on his feet, and he's going to be knocked back and then falls forward for about 2.
Yeah, 2 or 3 yard gain. Pretty hard run there by Wilson to the left side. Bring up second and probably about 6 to go.
And he is number 4, correct? He's number 4. Okay. So second down and 8 on a warm and sultry night here in Lawndale, North Carolina. It is very warm. It has been very humid. They decided to delay the game. Most everybody else went ahead and played, though.
I tell you, that did help a little bit cooler. Sun goes down below those trees over there.
It's about 100 degrees in this press box. 4 wide receivers for Burns. Single back set again, and that's going to be play action. Mooney's going to keep it, dance around, find a little crease, lowers the head, falls forward. Ball comes out, but he's down. We're going to give him about 3, and that sets up 3rd and moderate here, about 3rd and 6.
Correct. Mooney again on that play. I thought Xavier Wilson had the ball, but pulled it back last second and was able to make a positive gain, bring up 3rd and 4 for Burns.
Yeah, it looks like they gave him 4. So 3 plays all on the ground for Burns, and you're definitely going to take 2 cracks at it here, wouldn't you think, Robbie?
Yeah, I think you definitely have to.
Yeah. So then this there, it's kind of no man's land. They're on the 35-yard line. If you're just joining us, 7-0 Chargers on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. So 4 wide receivers in for Burns, single back set again. And now Norris goes in motion, and Mooney's going to take it on the keeper, and he'll fall forward to the 30, and that's enough for another Falston Pharmacy first down. Give him 5 yards on that run.
Yeah, that last dive by Mooney got him enough for the first down. So good hard run right up the middle there to move those chains.
And again, guys, we're seeing something here in this game that we talked about in the pregame he didn't have to do in game 1. He's able to use those legs a little more here tonight, Mooney is.
You know what, Robbie? It's funny. it's already been 3 or 4 times they had the ball. Only did it twice the whole last game.
That's great.
So
Wow.
they, Coach Diamond, the offensive coordinator, has seen something on tape, and he likes it in this game. So they've done it 4 times. Shotgun, toss,
Norris.
and that's Norris. He's to the 30, falls forward. Minimal gain, give him about 2, set up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, sweep left there by Norris. Brings it up to about the 28 or so yard line of Crest. 6 minutes, 52 seconds left in this first quarter.
Looked like they ran that sweep to the short side of the field. It looked like he just kind of ran out of room there, Robbie.
Yeah.
As the Crest defense pursued pretty well there and knocked him down. And I think they're trying to create a little confusion with that motion. They're using that motion of the running back quite a bit. It doesn't seem like they tried that as much last game. But again, 4 wide receivers, and Norris in a little pistol set again as Mooney's going to check the wrist for the play. 2nd down and 8. About 6.5 left to go in the first quarter. Mooney going to keep it again. Going to go up the middle again. Positive gain. Give him I'm going to give him 6. Sets up 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, that'll set up a short 3rd down. We got a flag out here. It looks like we had some pushing and shoving after the
Let's
play.
see who it's on.
Not sure. Both teams are kind of bickering back and forth a little bit.
Of course, the officials in the booth think that's against Crest. Let's see what the real ones have to say. And they're going to talk about it. It could be offsetting.
A lot of times you see that, and they call it on both teams. You're right.
Let's see. And they're still waiting.
So no teams are really moving there.
We're waiting on the telegram. And I think it looks like they're going to mark it where Mooney was tackled. I don't know. The referee's standing like he's going to mark off a penalty. There he goes. He's going to mark off a penalty from the 21 to the 11-yard line. So they're going to do half the distance. That's a 10-yard penalty against the Chargers.
Yeah, big break there for Burns.
And that's going to be a Falston Pharmacy 1st down, albeit by the penalty. And now Burns is inside the red zone to the 11. Didn't see what happened, guys.
That looks like just some arguing and pushing and shoving, looks like. Nothing too major, but Burns will take advantage of it.
So Burns goes a little bigger now. They bring in the H-back. Now Norris beside Mooney to his right. So they're going to go with a little bit more power approach here, closer to the goal line, and then they throw it, of course, over the middle slant, a little bit behind the receiver and incomplete.
Yeah, pass intended for Johnny Johnson, a little slant to the left side. Incomplete, bring up 2nd down.
Looked like 6. Was that 6 on the coverage or 5, Robbie?
I believe it was 5. I think that was rough.
Yeah, he hit him right as he was about to catch it. Now, Burns can still get another 1st down at the 1, but this is almost essentially like a 1st and goal situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
2nd and goal.
So 2nd down 10 is Mooney chatting it up with the coaches there, trying to figure out what they're going to do here. They're going to leave that same formation in there. See Marshall McGowan over there is that H-back, bringing in a little extra beef. Let's see if they go power. They'll try it. Norris up the middle. He's got some room. He takes on a tackler. He falls forward. And it's interesting. He's close to a 1st down. He got about 9.
What a run there by Jeremiah Norris up the middle. Was patient, followed his blockers. A good hard run to set up a 2nd or 3rd and 2. Here's his first quarter.
Yeah, I give him about 8 on that. Is that what you gave him, Joe? Did you give him 8? Another run. Here comes Norris. Bounces it the other way. He's going to try to get the corner. Falls forward. It's going to depend on the spot. He's wrestled down right about the 1. Not sure where they're going to mark him. They're going to mark him, I think, at the 2. That's not a 1st down if that's where they mark him. Now they're going to mark him inside the 2 to the 1.
So it's going to be right close to a 1st down. They might bring out the chains for this one, Tom.
Let's see. I would ask for a measurement if I'm Coach Devine. They're calling it a full yard short.
Well, I'm sure Burns will go for it here. So big time, 4th and 1.
4th down and 1, and Mooney brings them up quickly, keeping that same personnel package in the game. And he's got the snap. He'll take it himself, runs up the middle into the end zone for a numbers bookkeeping touchdown.
Yeah, Mooney kept it right up the middle. Good blocking. Caleb Bird and guys along the way to set up the Burns touchdown.
So they got a good push there, and they did what I did not expect them to do. Mooney had 1, 2, 3, 4 carries on that drive, man.
Yeah, we don't see Mooney especially run the ball up the middle like that. So, as you said, this Burns coaching staff saw something that they thought they might could take advantage of.
So that drive goes 9 plays, and it takes 5 minutes and 17 seconds. So that was one of those ball control drives we talked about, Robbie.
Yeah, we talked about if you can control the clock.
Yeah,
Crest offense can't do nothing on the sideline.
Now this is huge. Nealon Cole extra point. Johnny Johnson's kick up. I don't know if it was good. It is.
It's good.
So that makes the score 7-7. We'll be right back.
Today, having choices at the end of life's journey is more important than ever. Choosing the proper way to honor a loved one is not an easy task. There are many emotional, personal, and spiritual issues to consider. Now, there is a new alternative to traditional burial and flame-based cremation. Fiddel's Aquamation is a water-based natural process that gently returns your loved one's remains to their natural ash form. Learn more at StameyTysigerFuneralHome.com or drop by their offices in Falston and in Cherryville.
Drivers, start your engines!
Start your engine of savings at Campers Inn in Kings Mountain. Race on in now during the Campers Inn 500. Over 500 units have been discounted for year-end savings. It's the best time of the year to buy. Don't make a pit stop elsewhere. Head to the finish line of savings at Campers Inn in Kings Mountain during the Campers Inn 500. Campers Inn, 615 South Broadway off Highway 161 South at I-85 in Kings Mountain. Online at campersinn.com/kingsmountain.com. Like them on Facebook too.
Yeah.
All right, we're back. Jam J's Pizza Factory kickoff coming up, and got some scores from John. If I can get my glasses back together, we got 14-0 West, and it's 27. No, excuse me. He's 74. It's 40-0 West Lincoln over Cherryville.
Oh my
man!
So that one has gotten out of hand in a big hurry, and I'm sure, John, thank you for giving me those scores. I'm sure Terry Reinhardt is smiling during that game as Cherryville is taking a whooping tonight.
Yep.
And it's Jam J's Pizza Factory kickoff here. And also, we forgot our penalties are sponsored by the Campers Inn RV in Kings Mountain. That's a new sponsor this year. So 2 times we've had Campers Inn RV penalties, 2 against the Chargers, and they hurt them, Robbie.
Absolutely, yeah. You got to control emotion in big games, and that was a prime example.
Yep.
Johnny Johnson in the kick for Burns.
Johnny Johnson's foot into the ball.
Short
spins,
kick.
and it comes down. It's fielded by one of the up men. It's to the 30, and he's going to be swarmed under about the 33. So pretty good starting field position for the Chargers.
That's 2. I think that's Adams on that catch there. We'll give a special shout out to Lane Downs and family listening in from Levine Cancer in Charlotte. Hope you have a speedy recovery, Lane. Also, Johnny McNeely there at CMC Maine. Hope you have a speedy recovery as well, and thank you guys as always for tuning in.
First down and 10 for the Chargers with 4:42 left to go. Your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard, it's 7-7 as Burns is going to go with a 3-man front, expecting pass here as Crest comes in with 4 wide receivers, and instead they're going to run it up the middle. Good gain, still on his feet, knocked down. Carson's knocked down there by 13.
That is Hunt for Burns with a tackle.
So, but not before Carson gets, look at that, he got 8 yards on first down.
Hunt might be a little shaken up on the play, might got a stinger or something.
Yeah, coming up.
Pretty good hard hit there on Carson.
And what number is Carson?
Carson's 14.
All right, let's go to commercial. Looks like we're going to have an injury, sponsored by the Campers Inn RV.
Buying a home can seem like a daunting task, but it's really not with Homestar Financial. With a short phone call, we can get you pre-approved. Once pre-approved, you're free to shop for the home of your dreams. At Homestar Financial, we can tell you the price or payment range that you qualify for. Your realtor will appreciate that you took the time to get pre-approved. So call me today. Let's make buying a home a dream come true. With Homestar Financial, it's quick and easy with no surprises at closing. Call today.
Shelby's CarQuest Parts Store is Shelby Auto Plus CarQuest, locally owned and operated. See Charles and Beth Cabanas, Lathan Queen, and Lisa McKinney for all of your auto parts needs. And Shelby Auto Plus CarQuest is your hydraulic hose headquarters. Also fittings to custom-made hoses. They want to help you with all of your automotive parts needs. Shelby Auto Plus CarQuest, 409 North Washington Street in Shelby. Give them a call today at 704-22468, your CarQuest Auto Parts Store.
He hit him hard, though.
All right, we're back. We're going to take one more break as we're still tending to an injured Bulldog. We'll be right back.
Nobody does it better.
Yes, when it comes to real estate, nobody does it better than Sherry Horn of Sherry Horn Real Estate. Sherry was voted the best real estate agent and best real estate office in Cleveland County. If you're in the market to buy or sell your home, talk with Sherry Horn at Sherry Horn Real Estate. Call 704-915-5450 or visit our website at soldbysherry.com. And like her on Facebook too, and you'll see why nobody does it better. Triad Corrugated Metal in Lincoln is this area's headquarters for premium metal roofing and supplies. And now just arrived, square tubing for metal carports and metal buildings. Give them a call at 980-429-2278 for pricing and sizes. And they have a wide variety of colors. Visit the website at triadcorrugatedmetal.com. And like them on Facebook too, Triad Corrugated Metal, 108 Industrial Park Road in Lincoln.
DeRisi Racing wants to wish the Burns Bulldogs good luck during this year's football season. DeRisi Power Sports is your go-to for ATV and UTV parts, service, and accessories. And DeRisi is nationally recognized for building race engines and suspensions. They also perform race bike builds. Stop in today and see Santo and Heather DeRisi. These people know what they're doing, and they're located at 4225 Paulston Road in Shelby. Or find them online at www.derisiracing.com. Call them at 704-538-3512.
Say goodbye to those hot, sticky days in the scorching sun. James River delivers the Back to Cool special on select John Deere cab tractors. Experience ultimate comfort in a roomy, air-conditioned 3R, 4R, or 5E 3-cylinder series cab tractor. Plus, save a cool $5,000 off MSRP on top of 0% for 60-month financing. Comfort has never been so affordable. Visit jamesriverequipment.com/cool for more. Ends 8/31/23 with approved credit from John Deere Financial. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
And it's Husky running for his life, throws off the hands as Husky made something out of nothing to keep that play alive, but an incomplete pass, and it'll be 3rd and 2.
Yeah, Husky had a lot of pressure by this Bulldog defense, flush right. For the incomplete pass there.
Tried to get Aiden Carson. He was telling Carson there, go downfield.
Yeah.
Don't come back to me. You go downfield.
It looked like they had him dead to right in the backfield, but a spin move, and I saw him do that exact same thing on the Gaffney tape, that he just gets away. Escapability from Husky. Now they've got 4 wide receivers in single back set, and you're telling me that's Carson is the main back,
yes.
Right? Okay, so Carson back there with Husky. Husky claps the hands, and he's going to keep it himself, and he makes a man miss, and he falls forward. Ball comes out, maybe.
Looks like his knee was down before the 35 or 45.
They're going to mark him right at the 45.
Right at the line, guys.
Ooh, that might be a measurement right there.
They're already saying
first down. Him a first down. Yeah, the ball's at the stripe.
No, we can at least not going to at least measure this.
So I think that since the ball was on the stripe and that's where the stick was.
Looked like his knee might have been down a little bit before that. But
so they give him the first down, and that's the first down for the Chargers.
It is.
Because their other play was a 79-yard touchdown. So with 3:19 left to go on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard, 7-7 in Crest. And I tell you what, Husky, it's hard to get that kid on the ground.
Absolutely.
So it's 4 wide receivers in. And now we've got a timeout, so we'll take it with him. We'll be right back. 6.
Local, scratch-made, and delicious food right there in Boston. It's Johnny Ray Smokehouse. The menu is loaded with delicious slow-smoked barbecue, brisket, burgers, salads, plus Friday night is rib night. And be sure you start off your meal with their famous fried cheese curds. They're out of this world. Stop by today, Johnny Ray Smokehouse. 4629 Boston Road, Highway 18. Open 11 to 8 Wednesday and Thursday, 11 to 9 Friday and Saturday, 11 to 9 on Sunday. Like them on Facebook too. Main Street Hardware in Lawndale is the #1 hardware store in this area. Come on in now. It's time to get ready for the fall season. Main Street Hardware has everything you need for projects around the home. And right now, save on Valspar paint and Milwaukee tools. And it's not too early to aerate and reseed your lawn. Get your grass seed, straw, and pine needles too. Stop by Main Street Hardware today at 356 East Main Street in Lawndale. Like them on Facebook too. And go Bulldogs.
All Okay, we're back. 3:06 left to go, first quarter. 7-7 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard as Crest just gets a first down on a 2-yard run by Husky. So with 4 wide receivers in the pattern here for Crest, and Burns look like they're going to bring a little heat. Husky with time, fires over the middle, complete, first down and more to the 40, to the 35, 30, to the 20, to the 10. Adams still on his feet, falls forward, and I think he got in. No, they're going to... Are they going to give him the touchdown? They're going to mark him down at the 1. That's going to be a 54-yard catch and run. That was Adams, was it not, Robbie?
I think we got a flag on the field, guys.
Where's the flag? Okay, back
Play
there.
might be coming back. Let's see what the call on the field is.
It's definitely coming back as the Chargers are walking back. But what an exciting run. That was by Adams, wasn't it, Robbie?
Yeah, it's A.J. Adams, guys. You saw it there.
It was a heck of a throw by Husky, too. Really put some zip on that ball. Might be a penalty downfield. Let's
see what we got. It's probably got to be a block in the back or a hold or something, but that wipes out a 54-yard catch and run by Adams, and it looks like it's probably going to be a spot foul around the 30-yard line. Well, look, Crest is walking way back, Robbie.
Yeah,
and we've got.
Not sure how they don't know what the flag is, but let's see.
I don't think that. I think they got to know where to mark the penalty off from. It's like, if it's a spot foul, where did it happen? Holding against the Chargers.
So marking it at the 30, I guess.
They're gonna. The penalty was at the 30, so they're gonna mark it to the 40. So that's gonna go in the book as a 10-yard penalty against the Chargers, and I'm gonna get credit
but
for.
Then unsportsmanlike after the play, guys. But hey, what do we talk about? Keeping your composure on the field.
So that is 2 campers in penalties there. Campers in RV of Kings Mountain. That's going to mark it all the way back, and basically it wiped out everything.
Out the play, right back where you started.
I'm going to give him credit for a 14-yard pass, Robbie, and then a first down. That's brought back after the dead ball penalty. No, they're not going to give him the first down because it would be 1st and 25 if that was the case. So they're just going to mark it back. And we're just going to, this is a do-over.
Yeah, basically.
Remember the backyard do-over? Yep. When you couldn't argue, when you argued with your friends? What it was? So basically we have a do-over, and it's 1st and 10 Chargers. Burns bringing the heat, and it's going to be complete. And this is Addison again, knocked forward by Surratt, but not before he's got about 17 yards in a Falston Pharmacy first down.
Yeah, a little pass there, Addison for the first down. I think Johnson there for the tackle for Burns. Brings it up to the 37-yard line of Burns.
I think it was 19 on the tackle. Did you have 19 on the tackle? That was Surratt.
It might have been Surratt.
Yeah. So it is 1st down and 10, 2:20 and counting on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard, and 3 wide receivers in the pattern for Crest. They bring in the next. No, they got 4. Triple wide receivers to the left. As Husky calls out the signals. Trying to get Burns offside, doesn't, but he's got time. He's looking to his left now, running out of time again, escapes, and he'll keep it and run. He's down the sideline, steps out of bounds, and around the 25-yard line. We give him 11 yards and another first down.
Yeah, he had a couple guys downfield that he was looking at, but pulled it back to gain the first down for Crest.
He's so dangerous, guys, when he breaks contain, makes it really difficult.
I'll tell you what, he's a problem. They're going to move that ball to the 25. What'd you give him, Joe, 12 or 11? Give him 12 yards.
Yeah, that's what we said, before the game. It's not only enough to get pressure on him, but you got to contain him once you get that pressure.
So 4 wide receivers in the pattern again. And Crest likes that triple wide receivers left, and Husky looked a long time to his left. And that's going to be a pre-snap penalty brought to you by the Campers Inn. Back up the Chargers 5. And, Robbie, that's a concern. That's 20 yards in penalties on this, 30 yards in penalties on this drive alone.
Absolutely. I mean, again, guys, you can't, against a good football team, self-inflicted wounds will come back to get you.
How was last week against Gaffney? Did you see a lot of those?
Really saw flags at all either team last week, guys.
North Lincoln over Lincolnton 14-0. So it's 1st down and 15 now. For a Husky and the Chargers. Triple wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Snap back, quick pass out in the flat, complete, and then swallowed up. I think that's Addison on the reception again, but this time minimal gain, maybe 3 yards.
That was Jolly there for the tackle for Burns. Like I said, might have gained. Is they going to call that a loss on the play?
No, he got 3 yards. It was 5 yards behind the sticks because it was 1st and 15.
That's right, yep. So 2nd and 12 here for Crest.
2nd and 12. Wright's Jewelry scoreboard down to 130. And again, triple wide receivers to the left, one to the right. And that is Carson besides Husky. And the snap is back, and he'll have it through a gaping hole, and he breaks it into the end zone, nearly untouched, and that's going to be a numbers bookkeeping touchdown for the Chargers, Robbie. Boy, I tell you what, he got the ball and just exploded through a hole.
Yeah, again, guys, we talked about how important this ground game can be for both these teams. They're Aiden Carson getting that touchdown run.
Yeah, found a big hole, like you say, untouched for the score for Crest.
So Carson hauls it in. It's 13-7 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. And who we got kicking the extra point, Robbie?
I believe that may be Sanchez.
So Sanchez is going to attempt the PAT. And Addison holds. Kick up. Good-looking kick. It's good. Nealon Cole extra point. Good. Wright's Jewelry scoreboard, 14-7 Chargers. We'll be right back.
Oliver's Hardware and Garden Center is not just a hardware store, but a real general store carrying items like feed and seed, hay, pine needles, and straw. Also case knives, Grove Line, belts, Ashe County cheese, Guernsey milk, Hunter's liver mush, and many more unique items not found in your typical hardware store. They've got it all at Oliver's Hardware, 3712 Falston Road between Falston and Shelby, or online at olivershardware.com. Oliver's Hardware proudly supports the Burns football team and wishes them good luck for a great season.
On the Go Quick Lube in Falston is not just oil changes, they have tires for all cars with names like GT Radio, Hankook, and Toyo, plus interstate batteries and wiper blades. Of course they do oil changes featuring Castrol, Motorcraft, and Rotella diesel oil, and they carry diesel truck fuel filters. Plus, they are an official North Carolina inspection station. For quick service with competitive pricing and professional technicians, head over to On The Go Quick Lube today. 3716 Falston Road, Highway 18 north of Shelby, and go Burns Bulldogs.
All right, Jim and Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff coming up. Thank you, Tim Branch, for the love. Glad you're listening. And now Crest up on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard, 14-7. Jim and Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff. Spun down, scooped up around the 12 to the 20
Norris.
to the 25. Norris makes a man miss, trying to bounce it outside to the 30, and it'll be wrestled down at the 31 by Mitchell and others. Boy, I tell you what, it helps it when your kicker's built like a linebacker.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yep.
Hey, guys, right quick, if I can give a shout-out, I know tuning tonight, Wild Bill Albright's checking in tonight. He was going to be tuning in, has not had a chance to see Crest play much here lately, and so he was really excited when you guys were going to have the Chargers on tonight, and he said he was going to be tuning in, so shout-out to Bill Albright.
And that's what you got to understand. This video makes it possible for people who might not be able to make it to the game.
Yes,
so
sir.
we are just very, very grateful to our administration and our schools for letting us do these broadcasts to bring it to a lot of people who aren't living in the
Yes,
area
sir.
anymore.
Yes, sir.
So it is 4 wide receivers in a single back set. And Surratt comes in motion. He'll get the little jet sweep and works his way around. Now he's got a crease. There he goes. 40, 45, 50. There he goes. 40. Finally tripped up from behind all the way to the 36-yard line. Give him 19 plus 14. 19 plus 14 is 33, Joe, I think.
Kamari Surratt with the run around the right side. Man, he about broke that free, man.
Yeah, he did. Shoestring tackle. Couldn't see who got him, Robbie. Did you?
I could not tell, guys, on that far side.
I think that might have been Surratt on the tackle as well.
It would make
Crest.
sense on that side over there.
Yeah.
So Surratt's going to come get a breather. He's going to come get a breather after that one. And Coach Diamond sending in some signals. And 31 seconds left to go. 3 wide receivers, 4 wide receivers in for Burns. Again, single back set with Norris. Now Norris will come to Mooney's right. And now I think we got a timeout.
Burns is going to call timeout, I believe. The play clock might have been running out.
Let's see. Or it's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Burns. And that is the first penalty against the Bulldogs tonight.
Well, I saw Coach Devine trying to call for it. I don't think he's too happy that he didn't get it. But
he has not been happy since the first play.
Yeah.
First down and 15 now as Burns now behind the sticks. And has 3 wide receivers right, 1 to the left, and Mooney's got it. He'll try the right side. Knocked in the backfield for a big loss. He'll lose about 5.
that's Allen on the tackle there for Crest. And that should close out the first quarter.
All right, so at the end of one, it's 14-7 Chargers. We'll be back in just a minute.
Since 1968, Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs has been serving this area with a full line of automotive products, including oils, transmission fluids, antifreeze, filters, chemicals, parts, and supplies for all types of automobiles and trucks, with many brands to choose from. They sell to individuals or wholesale. Just visit the walk-in counter. Putnam Distributors, 1626 Peterson Drive off Highway 180 south of Shelby. Call 704-487-9395 or visit the website at PutnamDistributors.com. Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs, offering quality automotive parts and supplies for over 50 years. Bayada Home Health Care continues to grow, and because of this growth, they are in need of new employees. See Bayada Home Health Care and join their growing team of healthcare professionals with immediate opportunities in Gaston, Lincoln, and Cleveland counties. And they take all safety precautions possible with an experienced, trained staff. Just call 704-669-4000 or visit the website at bayada.com. Bayada Home Health Care. They love what they do.
All right, we're back. So that is what'd they lose there? I'm trying to think. They lose 5, Joe? What'd you get, a 5-yard loss? So it makes it second down and very long, second down and 20. Thank you to West End Sales for bringing you this broadcast. Wright's Jewelry scoreboard, 14-7, opening of the second quarter.
Yeah, we hadn't seen Ben Mooney throw the ball downfield yet, so wouldn't be surprised to see that here pretty soon.
Triple wide receivers right. Mooney's got it. Fakes the pitch. Rolls to his left. Got some time. Lets it go. Man is out there. Warlick, but it's underthrown and tipped away and nearly intercepted as Mooney tried to throw it back to his right. Just didn't have enough on it.
Yeah, but Warlick had to come back to the ball. Luckily, it wasn't intercepted there by, I think that was 5 rough.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yep. But I knew at some point we would see that play. It was just a matter of time.
So it is now third down and a ton. And third down and 20 for Burns. And, you probably, if you get half of it here, you might go for it.
You go for it on
fourth. If you don't get anything, I say you got to punt the football. And you don't want to punt the football to Crest. They've touched it twice. They've scored twice. Their last drive, 8 plays, 67 yards, 3:17 off the clock, but they really had 97 yards. They had 30 yards in penalties. Mooney back, running out of time, sets up the screen. It might be there. There it is, Norris. He's to the 40, 35, 30. There he goes, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! And there's a flag down.
Oh, my gosh.
My brother tried to say a mysterious flag a while ago.
Oh, man.
And we've got another one there as, let's see what the flag is. It might, is it on Crest?
A big-time catch and touchdown by Norris if it's against Crest.
Let's see, because it looked like our guys were like waving like no pen, like decline the penalty. Well, let's see as officials converge. And I tell you what, you got some guts to throw that flag,
man.
And it's going to be marked off against the Bulldogs, and we're going to do it again. So that's going to negate the Norris touchdown. And we've had no signal of what the penalty was. So they called a block in the back, so that's going to be a 10-yard penalty against Burns.
There was something against Crest, guys, because he just motioned. It was
offsetting. Okay, so we've got offsetting penalties. And we'll just do it again.
What was the call? Was it holding against Burns?
Yeah, blocking the back against Burns.
Okay. Some kind of penalty against Crest. I wasn't sure what it was, but
man, that's a tough call to make.
We're gonna that takes it off the board.
That negates an excellent catch and TD run there by Jeremiah Norris.
So 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 2 to the right. Empty set for Burns here on third down and an Uber. Mooney's got it. He looks. He rolls to his right. He's still got time. Fires. Man's there. Got it. And that's going to be Surratt on the catch. He's going to move it to the 31. That's a gain of about 14.
And like you said, Tom, this puts you in.
Now you can go for it.
Go for it here.
Yeah.
Nice diving catch there by Surratt to bring up, let's say, about 4th and 6, I think.
Yeah, give a little credit for Mooney to keeping that play alive as he extended the play by rolling to his right and then hitting Surratt. I tell you what, if he leads him just a little bit less, Surratt might still be running, but still, 14-yard gain, big fourth down here. 4th and 6. And that's going to be.
They may have got the lineman over here, guys. He came
No,
up.
we had a guy move too.
Yeah, that's why it's.
And that's going to be against us. Yep. That's
Had
what I
he
thought.
stayed, man, you'd have got Crest
Yep.
on offsides. Man.
Well, this will be an interesting call to see if Coach
Oh,
Devine
man.
goes for it here.
They're going to keep him on the field.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, I think
They're
you
going
have
to keep
to.
him on the field. They're not going to punt here.
With the field position they had, I think it's the right call.
Yeah, absolutely.
3rd down and 10. Excuse me, 4th down and 10. As the, I tell you what, man, that hurts. That changes the dynamic of that play, man.
Sure
You go
does.
from 4th and 6 now to 4th and 11. So now you're behind the sticks on 4th down on the 37-yard line. Down 14-7. Huge play as Mooney's got it. He's got a little time. Now he's going to step up. Now he's going to go 30, 25. He's on his feet. He's got the first down and more. All the way down to the 12-yard line. That's a Falston Pharmacy first down.
Big time run. Ben Mooney dropped back, didn't have nothing open. Pulled it down and ran for the first down. Looks like inside the red zone for Burns.
So it's to the 12, giving 25 yards.
Talked about both these quarterbacks, guys. If they break contain, you've got to be there. And we saw right there, prime example from Mooney.
That's that showing that 4 or 5 speed there,
Yeah,
Robbie.
absolutely.
Yep. Garner-Webb commit.
Yes.
Ben Mooney.
So Mooney scampers for the first down, and now it is first down. Again, this weird situation where you can get a first down before a touchdown, or about on the 12-yard line. That's what they're calling it on the board. And it's Norris, and he's got a little crease, falls forward. Depends on where they spot it. It's going to be somewhere around the 5-yard line, and Wilson's going to come in to spell him. And here comes Marshall McGowan and some more beef. As I think that's Parrott 52 coming in. And they're going to mark it. Look at that. They gave him a pretty good gain there, 7 yards.
Yeah, that was a good run there by Norris to set up the second down play. 2nd and 3. Like I say, he can still get a first down here.
2nd down and 3 from the 5. As Burns, I'll tell you what, they have got to score with the Chargers tonight. So both offenses able to move the ball. And then Wilson's in. Looked like he moved early, and they're going to get him again.
Tough penalty there.
They're going to get him again, and that penalty brought to you by the Campers Inn RV of Kings Mountain, North Carolina, getting their money's worth in this first quarter, and they're going to converge, and I think they're going to back up Burns 5 more. Yeah, I mean, you saw the flinch of the back. The tailback, Wilson, flinched.
It wasn't by much, I tell you. I've seen worse not called.
Yeah, and they're going to know. They're going to get the Chargers for an illegal substitution. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, big break there for Burns.
I know you saw what I saw. I mean, you saw 4 creep up there, but that's going to be a 1-yard penalty against Crest.
Have the distance.
So is this first down?
Yeah, so no, it's second down and about a half yard, and that's Wilson, and he's fighting. He's going to be tackled for a loss.
Yeah, looks like maybe a 1-yard loss.
Yeah.
Inside run there by Xavion Wilson to bring up 3rd and 1.
So that is the second tackle for loss for this Crest defense, and now it's going to bring up 3rd down and 1. So I just tell you, it really gets tight in here. You know, your playbook doesn't have as many plays in it here. You know, it's tough inside.
It's hard to spread all those athletes out here.
Yeah. So let's see what Coach Diamond dials up. He looks like aircraft control on the tarmac there, waving the arms, and 13 seconds left to go on the play clock. 2 wide receivers to the left, and Mooney is going to give it to Norris, and he's going to be thrown for a loss, a big loss.
Yeah, all the way
back to the 10-yard line as Burns unable to block him, as they're not going to give him that big a loss, but they're going to give him a loss of 5. And that's 2 straight tackles for loss for the Crest defense.
Looks like Mooney might be staying on the field. Be 4th and I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's never a sure thing in high school with a field goal, and I think that's Devon Parrott limping off.
Looks like they're going for it. It's a big-time play here.
Yeah,
8 minutes, 14 seconds left in this first half.
4th down and 5 for a first, 7 for a touchdown.
Hey, we've seen Mooney draw Crest off sides, but we got a timeout.
Timeout, so we'll take it with him. 9.
Plan now to attend this year's Cleveland County Fair, September 28th through October 8th. 11 big days of fun for the entire family. Entertainment includes Act Monsters Chainsaw Art, The Circus Incredible with high-flying aerial artists, The Electrifying Magic, starring Jay Matoli from America's Got Talent, and Showtime at the Apollo. and Hog Diggity Dog, the very best animal act ever, and Nashville recording artist John Morris, along with 40 right-offer rides, games, food stands, and more. The Cleveland County Fair, September 28th through October 8th, online at clevelandcountyfair.com. For nearly 50 years, the K family at Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service have been taking care of your bookkeeping and income tax needs in Shelby, Cleveland County, and the surrounding area. They feature a staff of enrolled agents and registered tax return preparers to make sure you get every advantage you deserve. That's Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service, 707 South Lafayette Street in Shelby. Give them a call at 704-484-2783. Online at numbersofshelby.com. They are there for you.
4th and goal. 4th and goal here for Burns. And Mooney in the gun, 4 wide receivers, and they're going to empty it out. Mooney's in the gun, drop back, he's looking, throws it to the corner. Wide open touchdown! So that's a touchdown for Burns. And is there a flag? I guess they're asking for a flag, but there's no flag. It's going to be Nealon Cole touchdown. As I think that was Surratt in the end zone all by himself.
Kamar Surratt didn't have anybody 20 yards of him.
Did you see how he got that open?
Absolutely.
Was that a rub route? I didn't see what happened. Okay. So somebody got rubbed, and that's why Crest was asking for the penalty.
Yeah, that's why they were looking for a good play call there by the Bulldogs.
Wide open that left side. Excellent play. Pinning extra point, 14-13. See if we can tie it up here. Johnny Johnson in for the extra point.
So that's a Nealon Cole extra point coming up. Mooney will hold. Johnson will kick. Trying to tie it up on your right jewelry scoreboard, and it's a bad snap, and Mooney rolls out, running for his life, lobs it, and it's knocked away. So no good. Crest maintains the lead, 14-13. We'll be right back.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. They feature powerful Kubota diesel engines and easy operation. The durable Kubota L Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, located at 126 Bessie Drive on Oak Grove Road at the Highway 74 bypass in Kings Mountain. You've got to see it. A 2020 Shelby Mustang GT 500 is in the showroom at Classic Ford Lincoln in Shelby. Come see this beast of a machine. It's a one-of-a-kind, and it could be yours. And right now, Classic Ford Lincoln in Shelby is having an end-of-summer inventory reduction sale on new and pre-owned vehicles. Save thousands of dollars. They've got to make room for new inventory arriving daily. And don't forget, they feature a top-rated service department, too. Classic Ford Lincoln, 1775 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at classicfordofshelby.com.
All right, we're back. It is a 9-play, 69-yard drive. Took 5:09 off the clock. A lot of runs on that play. They had 6 runs, 3 passes, 69 yards. Mooney to Surratt on 4th down.
And that big penalty they got called back. The pass complete to Jeremiah Norris, who ran for the touchdown. But
didn't matter. Got the touchdown anyway. So it's 14-13 on your right jewelry scoreboard. Jam J's Pizza Factory kickoff, and it's a little pooch kick, and it's going to come down, and Crest gets on it, but they'll have very good field position at the 40-yard line.
Start right at the 40.
That's one thing, guys, you want your up men to do. Don't try to field it and run with it. Just get on top of the football.
Yep.
Don't be a hero.
Absolutely.
Yep. Right. Like you said earlier, we appreciate the listeners listening in. We got a few shout-outs. Dennis Price, Adam Floyd, Jason White, Ryan Barbie, Michael Walker, Rocky Goins, Eric Shuford. I appreciate all you guys listening in.
So it's 1st down and 10 for the Chargers. Chargers 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. Burns 3 possessions, 2 touchdowns. Went 3 and out, then scored on their next 2. A lot of offense. And it's Husky. Play action. Has time. Lets it go. Man is running by and just over the outstretched arms of Javarius Green. Incomplete.
He had a couple steps on him. Ball a little bit overthrown. A big-time arm there, obviously, by Natavius Husky.
I tell you what, Green had a second gear.
Mm-hmm.
He was a step behind the receiver, and then all of a sudden he was 2 steps in front of him.
Yeah. But, we hadn't called his name much tonight, so credit this Bulldog secondary for containing him so far tonight.
Yeah, but I tell you what, Addison and Adams have had some big plays. They got 3 of them. That was got behind the defender, I should have said. My fault. And it is now second down and run up the middle. And that's 20 with the ball, but won't get much. No yards there. Third down and 10. Who is that, Robbie? Marshall on the tackle for Burns.
Marshall, I think Rankin was there as well.
Quayshawn Tate on the carry.
So Tate on the carry. Here comes Carson. I was just about to ask you, did you see if he was dinged up?
I can tell you guys, number 20 this time last week was wearing black. And I'll leave it at that.
Wow.
Loyalty is no longer a thing.
I know you were saying that pregame.
Third down and 10 for the Chargers. Husky has it, rolls right, still with it, ball, lets it go. Man is there, up with it. Did he catch it?
Incomplete.
Incomplete. Unable to bring it down, so if Crest punts, that'll be a quick 3 and out for the Charger offense.
Almost looks like it was a great catch, but I think that was Adams, but good coverage there on the play by Kamari Surratt.
So if you're Burns, you needed that. I mean, Crest has gone down, big plays, able to overcome big penalties, and you get a 3 and out. Now you get the football back, a chance to take the lead.
Oh, this is a momentum changer for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Burns can come back and put some points on the board. That'd be good for the confidence for sure.
So back to punt. Is that Mitchell that's doing the punting?
Yes.
Mitchell, I think that's Surratt back deep for Burns.
Looks like a linebacker back there punting, and he'll knuckleball, and Surratt will let it bounce, and now we're taking on the hop about the 17. Makes one man miss, still on his feet, weaving his way, hit hard as he falls forward, but Burns will take it on their own 26. First down and 10 with 6 minutes and 57 seconds left to go second quarter. You're listening to Burns Football. Brought to you by West End Sales, guys.
How about that block by Dwayne Jolly on that play? Did you see that? To free up Surratt there for a few more yards.
And I'm glad to see Dwayne getting out there. As Dewan
Sorry
Jolly,
about that.
son of Donis Jolly, Crest graduate, 92.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm glad to see that young man making turning the corner in his life, as he is doing better. So Dewan, happy to see you out there and getting in there and getting a little bit of action. 6:57 left to go in the second quarter. Crest up by a point. Handoff. Nope. Mooney's going to keep it again, and he'll fight for a couple. He'll maybe get to the 31. That'd be a 4-yard gain at 2nd and 6.
Yeah, a little run to the left side by Mooney. But, talking again, Tom, about Mooney, we hadn't seen Ben run the ball this much throughout his career.
No, I was talking about the pregame.
Design plays for him to run.
I was telling that we don't like to do that usually, but tonight they've seen something in that Crest defense that has made that an option. So it is 6:21 and counting. Second down and they gave him 5. I thought it was a 4-yard gain. They gave him 5. So Mooney in the gun again. Little pistol set. I think that's Wilson back there with him this time, and he'll get the toss. And he's to the 31, 35, hit hard, but falls forward. Depends on the spot. If they give him the 38, it'll move the chains.
Move the chains. Good run to the right side there by Wilson.
And that is a Falston Pharmacy first down, the 39-yard line. What'd you give him, Joe? 7-yard run by Wilson.
A nice block there by Gage Bowman. 52, I think that was Parrott.
Parrott getting a little action in there because Bonner unable to go. 47-7, West Lincoln over Cherryville, and it was only a 12-6 game. East Lincoln to Forceview. East Lincoln to Forceview a little tighter than I thought. I got to check. Kevin sent me some scores. I'll have to get them in just a second. And snap back to Mooney. Now he's got all kinds of pressure. Better get rid of it. He does. Dangerous throw. Is it intercepted? And he intercepted.
It is intercepted.
I think that's 7.
That's
for
Cam
Crest.
Anderson, guys.
So Anderson with the interception, and that's an ill-advised throw. Mooney trying to do a little too much on that one. Needs to throw that into the cheerleaders.
Yeah, you don't see that very much from Mooney. Try to force it in there. Good job of Anderson for the recognition, pulling that down. So they'll have good field position. 5 minutes, 29 seconds left in this first half.
So on the Burns High School 39-yard line, our first sudden change, our first turnover of the game. So let's see if Burns can respond as their defense has to go back out. First down, and Husky And it's going to give him the 20. Tate, who's got some running room and has got about 10. And that's going to be a Falston Pharmacy first down.
Yeah, slammed down there by Surratt.
And I'll tell you what, nice addition.
Not bad if you can get it, is it?
I'll tell you what, man, it's just that's just the way it is.
In this day and time, guys,
that's just the way it is.
At every level now. We're
Correct.
sitting at every level.
Back in the day, no, son, you got to practice 3 weeks first, but not anymore. 4 wide receivers in for Crest. Husky in the gun, slaps the hands, and he's going to keep it himself and get wrapped up for looks like about a 1-yard loss, and I think that is, who is that, Wilson?
That's Xavier Wilson. Good tackle there on Husky to prevent that big gain.
So it's going to be a 2-yard loss, and it's going to be officials timeout. We have a Campers RV injury. We'll be right back.
Thinking about buying or selling land in Western North Carolina? Specializing in hunting land, farmland, and country homes, Whitetail Properties land specialists Chip Camp and Chris Weaver are ready to help. Visit whitetailproperties.com for more information or give Chip a call at 704-473-3833 or Chris at 704-692-6185. Or visit the new office at 4811 Falston Road in Falston. Hunting land, farmland, and country homes is their specialty. Call today. Take your pick on a brand new Bobcat mower from West End Sales in Vail. Pick 0% APR financing for 60 months or get an $800 instant rebate. You just take your pick and pick out your new Bobcat mower. Take a look at a Bobcat ZT2000, $500 instant cash rebate. A Bobcat ZT3000, $700 instant cash rebate, or the Bobcat ZT3500 with an $800 instant rebate. See them today at West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vail, online at westendsales.com. Like them on Facebook too.
All right, we're back. I want to send thank you to Jackie and Anna who are home watching. Thank you for listening in the air conditioning, as they say. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Husky, quick handoff, and they fooled everybody. Carson's got it, and he's going to walk into the end zone for a Nealon Cole touchdown. And now, after that 3 and out, Crest gets the 31-yard touchdown, and that is, boy, I tell you what, that's a body blow to Burns, turning that ball over and turns into 6.
Yeah, the defense shifted to Husky, but didn't see him hand the ball off to Carson, untouched up the middle for the touchdown. Kind of similar to that first touchdown he had.
So now it's time for the Nealon Cole extra point.
Hey, while they're lining up for it right quick, guys, if I can give a shout-out to Cindy Blanton, my sister. They're tuned in tonight. They're able to check out the video. So big hello to Cindy, Curtis, Pete, all them checking out tonight. So glad y'all could join us.
So that is a 39-yard drive for Crest. Took 3 plays as the Nealon Cole extra point by Sanchez is good, and that makes
no good.
No, they call it no good. It looked good from here. No good. So that remains 20-13. We'll be right back.
How would you like a new heating and air conditioning system for just $85 a month? Of course you would, and you can have it today by calling Bill Shuford Heating and Air in Shelby. Get a new American Standard heating and air conditioning system for as low as $85 per month for qualified buyers on qualified systems. American Standard is #1 in reliability, and they service all brands. Bill Shuford Heating and Air, 213 Campbell Street in Shelby. Online at BillShufordHVAC.com. Call 704-484-0025.
If you're ready to make the great escape, do it with the #1 brand on the water. Yamaha Wave Runners are the most premium personal watercraft on the market, with industry-first features and exciting new products like the all-new 2021 VX Series with audio packages, the must-anticipated Superjet, and the new race-ready GP Series. This is Wave Runner country. See one today at Full Throttle Power Sports, located at 100 Indian Walk off I-85 in Laurel.
JMJ's Pizza Factory kick coming up. Wright's Jewelry scoreboard, 20-13 Chargers. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales. Thank you to my mom, who finally figured out her TV and has got the game on as Crest kicks the ball out of bounds.
Looks like it'll be a penalty there.
And you don't want to do that. So, Mom, thank you. I was worried about you getting on there and finally got it up and running. So, and then this is late for Mom. It's after 9 o'clock, isn't it? So I'm glad she's still up watching. So, Mom, your Chargers are up 20-13.
Burns will start this drive in pretty good field position. What is the rule? Is it
40-yard line?
40. All right.
Yep. So Burns will take it with 4:35 left to go on the Wright's Jewelry scoreboard on their own 40-yard line. Now they've got to answer after.
They're going to spot it to 35.
No, they're going to put
it. Moving it
they're
up.
going to put it at the 40. They're going to put it at the 40. The 36.
No. Yeah, see what it was, if it went past the 35 guys out of bounds, it had been placed at 35.
Okay,
before the 35, it's a spot.
You're right. 30, so at the 36-yard line, so that is I'm going to call that a 16-yard penalty against the Chargers. And Mooney has it, and he's going to give it. No, he's going to take it around the edge. Has Reese. There he is, 45-50, still on his feet. And he's tackled after a Falston Pharmacy first down. He'll have close to 15 on that.
He'll run to the right for Mooney across midfield and move the chains for Burns.
Got a feeling, guys, I know what I'm talking about if I'm the Crest defensive staff at halftime.
Yeah.
We got to figure out number one, baby.
That's an 18-yard run.
Bring out a spy man next half.
Something. He's doing his job.
Well, I mean, he's hiding the football well.
Yes.
I mean, that's what he's doing well. You really can't tell when he's got the ball, so it's 4 wide receivers in for Burns, and I tell you what, you might want to milk this thing down a little bit, not give Crest a chance for the 2-for-1 if you score too quick.
Yeah, Crest will get it back to start the half.
Yeah, 4 wide receivers for Burns. Norris goes in motion, and
got a flag.
It's going to be a pre-snap penalty against Burns.
Probably false start.
So we've got a couple of campers in penalties here, campers in of Kings Mountain, and there's been a bunch of them in this game. And that's going to move Burns back to the 50 and make it first down and 15 yards to go.
Yeah, I think Parrott got injured on the play. I don't think he's came back in on that offensive line.
Hey, going to give another shout out. I mean, they're listening all over tonight, guys. Right. Buddy and Meredith Moorhead are tuning in tonight, checking out the game. So big hello to them as well.
All right, 4 wide receivers in. Norris goes in motion. Slant pattern complete. Makes a man miss. And I think it's Boss comes out. Are they going to call him down? They're going to call him down.
Yeah, calling him down. Big play.
So that's going to be a 9-yard pass for Burns, and they get a break on the call. Is that 19 on the reception?
I think that was his little brother, Kenyon Surratt, on the catch. 16.
16.
His little brother, just a 9th grader.
Wow.
I tell you what, it looked like that ball might have come out of it looked like, I don't know, it was right there. It was bang, bang.
Bang, yeah, bang, bang play time.
It was bang, bang, and they gave him the benefit of the doubt, said he was down, and 3 minutes and counting on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. Ball at the 42-yard line, second down. I'm going to call it 7 yards. I'm calling it 6 on the scoreboard. 6. So the snap back, Mooney back, runs out of time, puts the head down, breaks a tackle, falls forward, and he'll get a yard, and it'll make it third down, and we'll call it 5.
Yeah, credit Mooney to try to push that pile up a little bit to prevent the sack.
And there he was, guys, Cam Anderson making the play, able to get in there and make the tackle.
So it is, third down, call it 5 or 6 yards to go. They didn't give him anything on that. So to remain third down and 6. And let's see, they're going to probably milk this thing down and call a timeout, or just milk it down and then run the play with about under 2 minutes left to go. I think this is a bit of strategy, just catching their breath. And now they got 5 on the play clock, 4 on the play clock, 2 on the play clock, and they get it off barely, do they? Or they call timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back.
It's the all-new Nissan of Shelby, where they do the right thing. First time, every time. Nissan of Shelby now has new management, plus a big new inventory with new prices, giving you a whole new customer experience. Check their amazing lineup, Nissan Rogues and Muranos, and trucks like the Nissan Frontier and Titan, plus a wide range of pre-owned vehicles with special rates and pricing. Come to the all-new Nissan of Shelby, 631 South Post Road, right off Highway 74 East in Shelby. Online at nissanofshelby.com. Jumpin' Jed's in the heart of downtown Falston wants to wish the Burns Bulldogs the best of luck this season. Stop in for country, primitive, and farmhouse home decor, and also Amish-made furniture, quilts, baskets, and more, along with Amish-made jams, jellies, sauces, and butters, plus Billy Jacob prints. See the local artisan woodwork, pottery, jewelry, braided rugs, plus Hershey's ice cream in cups, cones, shakes, or floats. Jumpin' Jeds, in the heart of downtown Boston. Open 10 to 6 Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 4 on Saturday. Like them on Facebook too.
All right, we're back. Critical play here. 3rd down and 6 for Burns. I tell you what, I haven't seen in 2 games for Burns. I know they did a little bit. They haven't seen a wildcat formation yet. I guess when you got Mooney running the ball, you don't need it.
You don't need it when you got that guy.
Yep.
I guess you don't need it. 4 wide receivers in. Little pistol set. And in motion goes Norris. Slant pattern off the hands, incomplete.
Yeah, pass
and now it's
intended
decision
for,
time.
Kenyon Surratt.
Oh, I tell you, Tom, that's a great question here.
You're right on the edge.
Man.
Do you punt it or not?
If you don't get it, do you give Crest a short field 150 or punt it and force Crest to drive a field 150?
They're going to punt it. Coach
agree with
Devine's
this.
going to trust the defense. I tell you what, this is a tough decision.
I agree. You never want to give Crest a short field like that.
I'm going to tell you guys, similar situation last week. Crest scored in 8 seconds going into the halftime.
Yeah, I know. And they've got that explosive ability, and they've had some receivers running behind the DBs at Burns.
It's going to be really important for both these teams to.
Johnny Johnson in the punt. Who we got back deep for Crest? Is that Green, Javaris Green?
I believe it may be Green.
And punt is away very high. Knuckleball. Stop play. Let's see. Dead ball. False start against Burns. So that's another campers in penalty. Campers in of Kings Mountain. I'll tell you what, there have been plenty of penalties in this half.
Yep.
Try to get them added up at halftime. 148 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. 20-13 Chargers, and they're going to get the ball back here, and they're going to get the ball back to start the second half. So they're in a very favorable position here. And Johnson gets a punt away. Another good punt. Knuckleball, very high. Bounces at the 20. Takes a Charger bounce. And it'll be back, and it's picked up, and that's a small play. You gotta down that, but they're going to take it back to the 31-yard
guys,
line.
I'm going to tell you what, I saw a game Crest played back in the 80s. Similar play. They punted the Crest had punted the ball. They let the ball roll. Nobody touched it. The team they were playing guy ran right in between the Crest guys, picked it up and ran it for a touchdown.
Yeah,
so you got to be aware.
Yeah.
Got to be aware.
You got to down that because it was taking a Crest bounce anyway.
So now Crest has a chance to add to their lead, and then if they score, they get the ball back. So this is a huge series for Burns defense. 1st down and 10. Huskies got it, and he'll hand it. No, he'll keep it himself, and he's got a little room dancing around and still dancing, and he'll get about 9 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, brings it up to the 40-yard line. Minute 26 seconds left in this first half.
And the clock winds. Let's see if Crest let's see, they have holding against the Chargers, so another campers in penalty.
Yeah, the injury bug's getting both teams tonight for sure.
And the campers in, reminding you, is in Kings Mountain, North Carolina. Go check out their RV selection, and that's going to bring it back to the 21. And I tell you what, that is a huge break for Burns.
Yeah, big.
That's not a 10-yard penalty. That's a 19-yard penalty. You know, because you had a 2nd and 1, now you're 1st and 20.
Yep.
Yeah, the good thing is, guys, that rule changed where it's not a spot foul of the hold anymore. It's back to the original line of scrimmage. But when you just ran for 9 yards, it kills you.
Yeah. So that's what they do now. They mark it
it's from the line of scrimmage now. Holding call is.
All right, Husky back, lets it go. Man on the out pattern. It's Addison. I don't know if he
out
called
of bounds.
So that's incomplete.
Yeah, pretty wide throw there, intended for Addison, as you said.
And 2 words for
right on the coverage.
2 words for holding penalties: drive killers.
Yep.
I mean, they are just drive killers, especially when you got a good gain.
Well, as you said, Crest has the ability to make that big play. So let's keep the guys in front and make those tackles in open field.
2nd down and 20. So Husky again in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Husky's got it. He'll keep it through a crease, and there he goes. He's got 10, and then he's drilled. I was hoping the ball came out, but it didn't. But he'll get 10 yards, and it'll be 3rd down and about 10. Clock runs. Will Crest use a timeout here? I guess they don't want to in case they don't get it.
In case they don't get it. Yeah, exactly right.
That would be the strategy there. Give him 11 yards on that run.
Big time hit there. I think that was Johnny Johnson.
Crest they're not in a hurry, are they?
No, they're not.
They're going to see if they get this 1st down first. That's the strategy. So I think it's a good strategy, but let's see what happens here. 3 wide receivers to the left.
Tried to get Burns to jump.
Yeah, they're going to continue to take it down.
Play clock 10 seconds.
They're going to run the football.
They're going to run the ball, and it's Carson, and he's got room, and he's still on his feet, and there he goes. 40, 30, all the way down to the 23-yard line. I tell you what, you don't need to throw it if you can do that.
Guys, here's what crazy. I think all Crest wanted to do was run the clock. They wanted to just get the ball out of there and keep the clock running, and now they got a chance to go to the end zone.
17 yards, and then all the way down another 27.
We got a penalty flag, Tom. I think ball might be coming back.
Yeah, they're going to spot it. Or did he go out of bounds? Or
what are they calling?
Where are they spotting it there?
There was a penalty flag down there about the 40-yard line. Came in late.
Which 40-yard line? He must have picked it up already.
He just picked it up. Yep.
All right, so let's see what the call is, and
he might have been marking maybe where he went out of bounds at.
Let's see, but you don't do that with a flag. You do that with a beanbag or something like that.
True.
So dead ball, unsportsmanlike.
Oh man, that's huge, guys. That is a huge penalty.
So he's still going to get down the 27. I'm going to give him a 44-yard run, Joe. And that's a Falston Pharmacy first down. And then you got the unsportsmanlike conduct, which they haven't marked off yet.
Didn't see that.
Or maybe it was a sideline warning. It was a sideline warning. That's what it was, sideline warning. So no penalty yardage assessed there as Carson's got it again. And we have not been able to stop him as of yet. He's knocked out of bounds with about 12 seconds left to go, but not before he rumbles to the 15. 12 more yards and another first down.
Yeah, they've had success with that little delayed handoff to Carson up the middle.
I'll tell you what, they better stop 14 or it's going to be a long night. So it's first down and 10 after two big Carson runs. Get him 56 yards. Wow. Three wide receivers left, one to the right as Huskies in the gun again. And
looks like might have movement on the Crest side.
Let's see who made who jump. That's another Campers NRV
false start
penalty, and that's going against the Chargers. So
yeah, somebody on that right side on the line moved just a little bit. Don't take much of a flinch for that to be called for sure.
So it is now first down and 15, and that's kind of academic. As Crest basically has 12 seconds to get it into the end zone. Do they have any timeouts? They have two timeouts, right? Crest has two timeouts. So it's three wide receivers left, one to the right. Huskies in the gun looking at the coaching staff to get the call. Claps the hands, has it. He'll throw it. Corner of the end zone and way overthrew everybody. I'm telling you what, I'm giving that ball to 14 again, Robbie.
Yeah, I mean, so far it's working.
Yeah, ball pretty well overthrown. This will be a big stop if Burns can hold him here.
So you got 6 seconds. I guess what you figure is if you hand it to Carson, if he gets tackled,
you still got two timeouts.
Yeah, but it's only 7 seconds.
Yeah,
so, I mean, so this is kind of a tricky situation for the Chargers. So it is second down 15. Like I said, that's academic. They only have 7 seconds, and there's going to be a timeout, so we'll take it with them. We'll be right back.
Are you thinking about popping the question? You know, the big question. Hey, it's Jennifer here from Wright's Jewelry and Falston. I can help make this process easy and flawless. Maybe you're thinking of a custom design for your engagement ring. We can do that. Or even a ring from our showcase. We have many options in stock, including lab-grown diamonds, natural diamonds, or alternative stones. We've got it all.
See Jennifer at Wright's Jewelry, 4911 Falston Road, Highway 18 in Falston. Online at wrightsjewelrystore.com. Do you see yourself traveling, working part-time, or moving somewhere warmer when you retire? Adam Larson, your Shelby Edward Jones financial advisor, wants to help you make your retirement goals a reality. He can help you figure out where you are today and how to get to where you expect to be. Working together, you can plan for what you want and be ready to take on anything unexpected along the way. Call Adam Larson at 704-470-4384 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
All right, we're back. Second down 15, but only 7 seconds left to go. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales. Chargers up on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard, 13-20, trying to get an oh-by-the-way touchdown to stretch the lead to 2 scores.
Big time play here.
And Huskies got it. He drops back. He throws and overthrown and incomplete. but they're going to get another play.
He had Green across the middle, but overshot him. Had pressure on the play, might have affected his throw.
Yeah, I think the interior pressure from Burns there.
Yep.
And is there going to be a timeout or a field goal attempt?
Had a guy coming up on his blind side.
Is it a timeout?
Too.
I have not seen anybody motion.
Well, let's see. Is that a timeout, guys? All right, timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back.
The Marburger family of dealerships is happy to announce their latest addition. Carter Chevrolet in Shelby is now Marburger Chevrolet. They invite you to come by soon. You'll receive the same professional service that you received over the years from the Marburger family. So plan to drop by soon and say hello. They'd love to meet you and help you with all of your automotive needs, from new to pre-owned to parts and service. See the new Marburger Chevrolet, formerly Carter Chevrolet, 200 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Attention home buyers. Call Neeline Cole Termite and Pest Control before purchasing a new home to avoid getting stuck with extensive damage, typically not covered by homeowners insurance. Neeline Cole Termite and Pest Control will inspect your home for prior or present wood-destroying insects and moisture. Call Neeline Cole Termite and Pest Control today to schedule your free estimate at 1-800-7-THE-WEB and receive $25 off any new service from Neeline Cole Termite and Pest Control.
Neeland Cole, field goal attempt by Sanchez. Hold down, kick up.
It's good.
Unbelievable.
Kick is good.
I tell you what, this is a kid. Remember last year, that kid cost a lot of grief to the season, not making those kicks. Two huge field goals for this Crest program.
So we'll be right back with the halftime show, and that's brought to you by Marburger Chevrolet of Shelby. Right now it's 23-13 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales.
Keep that livestock and those pets warm this winter with a stop in at Parker Family Feed in Bellwood. Come see the girls for cedar shavings and square hay bales. Plus, they have your livestock and pet feed. And they have your protein tubs too. And for you deer hunters out there, Parker Family Feed has cob corn, $9 a bag, and whole corn, $9.50 a bag. That's Parker Family Feed, 121 Carpenter's Grove Church Road off Highway 18 North in Bellwood. When you cast a vote for Kevin Gordon for Cleveland County Commissioner, you are voting for a dedicated and experienced leader with a proven history of providing strategic direction, operational management, best practices, and service excellence. He is a strong advocate for all public safety agencies. He is proficient in maximizing efficiency of county operations and resources. He's a champion of economic development and creation of jobs with almost 40 years of public service. On March 5th, 2024, cast your vote for Kevin Gordon for Cleveland County Commissioner. This announcement paid for by the committee to elect Kevin Gordon, Cleveland County Commissioner.
All right, as brought to you by Wright's Jewelry of Falston, North Carolina. This is the Burns High School Marching Band, so thank you to Wright's Jewelry for making this possible. Going to have a shot of the Burns High School Marching Band. Try to give you a little sounds of the game if we can.
The students are under the field in leadership of drum majors Peyton Beaver, Catherine Strain, Ikea. 2023 Marching Dogs are proud to present their field show, The Music of Journey, featuring the following musical selections: Any Way You Want It, Open Arms, and Don't Stop Believing. Just tell me when I should say drum majors. Don't Stop Believing. Okay, that's cool. Drum majors, is your band ready? Then you may take the field for exhibition. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 Burns High School Marching Dogs. Chris has got a new nickname. His nickname is going to be Trey. Oh. give up 3 points. Brother Trey. Are you loosening up anymore?
Hey man, I was supposed to get injections twice this week, and one time the doctor called me and canceled, and next time I had cartilage and didn't make it. No. I got told next Wednesday.
Well, hopefully they won't let that happen. Postpone it again.
What you doing, big guy? What you doing there, big guy? Hey there, buddy. Hey there, buddy. What you doing there, big guy?
Tell them about it, Ezra. Tell them about it.
That's what I'm trying to get the band. Hey, bud. No, because we got
She's
three.
had her daughters here. I
So
messaged her, said, shall I announce it twice? Do you
No.
want me to take it with
No,
me?
I tried to extend it all the way.
I don't
It
know
won't
where she-
go
like, I
all
didn't see
the
them
way
in
down.
Facebook,
And the
I asked her
commercial
if
you
she
wanted was at the end of the list. It's not in 4 minutes. So we'll play it first thing coming out. It'll be the first commercial
Yeah, I wouldn't.
of the second half of the show.
I can't play football
Because it's not in the 4 minutes because it was added late. Yeah, so that's why it wasn't in the 4 minutes. Okay. All right, just wanted to make sure you knew what was going on. Okay, thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for the 2023.
All right, thank you to Wright's Jewelry for sponsoring the halftime band performance there under the directorship of Kyle Maples. We're going to step away for just a few minutes, and we're going to come back with more of the Marburger Chevrolet halftime show. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales. Wright's Jewelry scoreboard is 23 to 13 Chargers. We'll be right back.
Do you see yourself traveling, working part-time, or moving somewhere warmer when you retire? Adam Larson, your Shelby Edward Jones financial advisor, wants to help you make your retirement goals a reality. He can help you figure out where you are today and how to get to where you expect to be. Working together, you can plan for what you want and be ready to take on anything unexpected along the way. Call Adam Larson at 704-470-4384 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC. The Marburger family of dealerships is happy to announce their latest addition. Carter Chevrolet in Shelby is now Marburger Chevrolet. They invite you to come by soon. You'll receive the same professional service that you received over the years from the Marburger family. So plan to drop by soon and say hello. They'd love to meet you and help you with all of your automotive needs, from new to pre-owned to parts and service. See the new Marburger Chevrolet, formerly Carter Chevrolet, 200 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Attention home buyers. Call Neeline Cole Termite and Pest Control before purchasing your new home to avoid getting stuck with extensive damage, typically not covered by homeowners insurance. Neeline Cole Termite and Pest Control will inspect your home for prior or present wood-destroying insects and moisture. Call Neeline Cole Termite and Pest Control today to schedule your free estimate at 1-800-7-THE-WEB and receive $25 off any new service from Neeline Cole Termite and Pest Control.
Are you thinking about popping the question? You know, the big question. Hey, it's Jennifer here from Wright's Jewelry and Falston. I can help make this process easy and flawless. Maybe you're thinking of a custom design for your engagement ring. We can do that. Or even a ring from our showcase. We have many options in stock, including lab-grown diamonds, natural diamonds, or alternative stones. We've got it all.
See Jennifer at Wright's Jewelry, 4911 Falston Road, Highway 18 in Falston. Online at wrightsjewelrystore.com. Keep that livestock and those pets warm this winter with a stop in at Parker Family Feed in Bellwood. Come see the girls for cedar shavings and square hay bales. Plus, they have your livestock and pet feed. And they have your protein tubs too. And for you deer hunters out there, Parker Family Feed has cob corn, $9 a bag, and whole corn, $9.50 a bag. That's Parker Family Feed, 121 Carpenter's Grove Church Road off Highway 18 North in Bellwood. If you need fireworks for your event, then call on Contracted Pyrotechnics and talk with Dustin Ledford today. They are the bomb. Dustin is a graduate of Burns High School and supplies all the fireworks you've seen at the Burns High School football games. If your town or organization needs fireworks, call Dustin Ledford today at 704-473-1996. That's 704-473-1996. Have a party, have a blast with Contracted Pyrotechnics.
We're back. Wright's Jewelry scoreboard, 23-13 Chargers, and they will get the second half kickoff. Stats will be brought to us by here, Matt Royster. Matt, what you got in the stat book?
I'll start out with Burns. Ben Mooney, 9 completions, 31 yards and a touchdown. Receiving, Kamari Surratt, 2 catches, 21 yards, a touchdown. Johnny Johnson, 1 for 21. Rushing, got Ben Mooney, 10 carries, 60 yards and a touchdown. Jeremiah Norris, 7 carries for 86 yards. Defense led by Marshall McGowan with 3 tackles for Burns defense.
All right, so the scoring summary, there's a lot of, I've got about 5 pages of notes here. Crest got on the board first, 79-yard TD pass to Addison. PAT good, that was 7-0. Burns answered, 9-play drive, took 5:17 off the clock. Mooney, a 1-yard TD run. Extra point good, 7-7 at that point. And then Crest comes back with an 8-play, 67-yard drive, took 3:17 off the clock. Carson with a 27-yard TD run. 14-7 Crest at that point. Burns answered back, a 9-play, 69-yard drive, 5:09 off the clock. And it was a TD reception by Surratt, a nice little play. I think it was an old rub route. Somebody got knocked down, and Surratt was wide open for the touchdown. Extra point, no good. 14-13 at that point. Then Crest goes 3 and out, but on Burns' next possession, the turnover, the interception, which turned into another TD run by Carson from 31 yards out. That capped off a 3-play, 39-yard drive, took just 54 seconds. PAT was no good, so it was 20-13. After Burns was forced to punt, Crest gets the ball and drives on 6 plays. And they start on their own 31. I got to figure up the yardage on that, but they moved the ball around 60 yards. I didn't write down the actual yardage. Sorry about that. But 37-yard field goal by Sanchez as time expires, and that takes us to our current 23-13 score. So, Crest is not going to get the 2 touchdowns for one, but they're going to get a chance to get 2 scores for one as they went down, kicked the field goal. Now they're going to get the second half kickoff, Robbie.
Yeah, and I tell you what, again, what a job by Sanchez, a young man that last year coming in was the kicker, and we think back to that South Point game, and he struggled missing some extra points during the season last year, and already early 2 games in, guys, a huge field goal against Gaffney in that one, and here going into halftime, you just got to give a shout out to a kid it's tough, in sports, when you don't have that confidence, and he's getting the chance this year to try to build that confidence back up.
Yeah,
Yep.
he made that after he missed the extra point. So that's a scoring summary on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. So we got about, they can put another 3 minutes when they come back out, right? So it'll be 2 minutes and then another 3 minutes. So let's run another some ads from our sponsors. Once again, Wright's Jewelry scoreboard, 23-13 Chargers. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales.
If you're ready to make the great escape, do it with the #1 brand on the water. Yamaha Wave Runners are the most premium personal watercraft on the market, with industry-first features and exciting new products like the all-new 2021 VX Series with audio packages, the must-anticipated Superjet, and the new race-ready GP Series. This is Wave Runner country. See one today at Full Throttle Power Sports, located at 100 Indian Walk off I-85 in Lowell.
How would you like a new heating and air conditioning system for just $85 a month? Of course you would, and you can have it today by calling Bill Shuford Heating and Air in Shelby. Get a new American Standard heating and air conditioning system for as low as $85 per month for qualified buyers on qualified systems. American Standard is rated #1 in reliability, and they service all brands. Bill Shuford Heating and Air, 213 Campbell Street in Shelby. Online at BillShufordHVAC.com. Call 704-484-0025. It's the all-new Shelby, where they do the right thing. It's time, every time. Nissan of Shelby now has new management, plus a story with new prices, giving you a whole new customer experience. Their amazing Nissan Rogues and Muranos, and trucks like the Nissan Frontier and Titan, plus a wide range of pre-owned vehicles with special rating. Come to the all-new Nissan of Shelby, 631 South Post Road, right off Highway 74 East in Shelby. Online at NissanofShelby.com. Jumpin' Jeds in the heart of Boston wants to wish the Burns Bulldogs luck this season. Stop in for country and farmhouse home decor, and also Amish-made furniture, quilts, baskets, and more, along with Amish-made jams, jellies, sauces, and butters. Prints. See the local artists in woodwork, pottery, jewelry, braided rugs, plus ice cream in cups, cones, shakes, or floats. Jumping in the heart of downtown Boston. Open 10 to 6 Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 4 on Saturday. Like them on Facebook too. Take pick on a brand new Bob Moore from West End Sales in Vail. Pick an APR on financing for 60 months or get an eBay. You just take your pick and pick out your Bobcat mower. Take a look at a Bobcat ZT 2000, $500 instant cash, a Bobcat ZT 3000, instant cash rebate, or the Bobcat ZT 3500 with an $800 instant rebate. See them today at West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vail. Online at westendsales.com. Like them on Facebook. Thinking about buying North Carolina? Specializing in hunting and country homes, Whitetail Properties land specialist Chip Camp and Chris Weaver are ready to help. Visit whitetailproperties.com or give Chip a call at 704-73-3833 or Chris at 704-696-6185. Visit the new office at 4811 Falston Road in Falston. Hunting land, farmland, and country homes is their specialty. Call
here, the 35. Take my notes. There's Danny. Signal is bad. All right, we're back. The miracle worker, Trent Marty.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know what he did, but he got it back. It's 4th down and 10 after that incomplete pass. So he had incomplete pass, a run that went for naught, and then an incomplete pass. 4th and 10 from the 35. Huge play. Husky in the gun trying to get him to come offside, and 10 seconds on the play clock.
We'll see if they just try to tip him off here.
Let's see. And 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and they snap it. And Husky's going to run it, and he's got 5, he's got 10, he's got a first down. If he falls forward, he does. He's still on his feet. And on 4th and 10, Husky runs in for a touchdown. There's going to be a penalty, and it's going to come back, but he's going to have the first down as the penalty is at the 13, so that'll bring it back to the 23, and he needed to get to the 25 for a first down.
Yeah, Burns got a couple of good hits on him, but wasn't able to wrap him up. But it looks like this will be coming back to negate the touchdown, but still should be a big run by Husky.
That's just devastating. And that's holding, and it's going to back it up. Let's see here. They're going to back it up, to the 28, and no, that won't be enough for a first down. I think it's going to be 4th and 3.
Yeah, I think you're right, 4th and 3.
Yeah, so they're not going to. So they're going to give him credit for the 7-yard run.
I imagine the Crest offense will stay on the field. It looks like they are.
So 4th down, 3, too long for a field goal, and I think I have to knock Husky down again. I tell you what, he broke a couple of tackles right at the 25. He's just tough to bring down. 5 wide receivers, they go empty. And they may have just tried to spread everybody out to give Husky another chance to run the football.
Big time defensive stand here for Burns if we can capitalize on this.
And Husky's got it, and he'll throw it out into the flat, and it's caught.
Oh, nice tackle.
And let's see where they mark it. They're going to give him the first down.
He's going to get the first.
Man.
So they had the first down. They had the first down when he caught it. And where they mark it, it's going to be inside the 25-yard line.
Big time hit there by Dewan Jolly, check that. But still
it is
will be
a first down.
Man.
All right. So that's just a tough break for Burns. They just moved it inside the 25-yard line. So the favorable spot for the Chargers, and it's a Falston Pharmacy first down, their 3rd one of this drive. And Husky's got it. Quick throw out in the flat. Complete. Missed tackle. It's Green. He breaks some tackles. Still spinning. Inside the 10. Give him 16 yards. And another Falston Pharmacy first down.
That'll move the chain inside the red zone for Crest.
Talk about, it looks like checking in for Crest in the backfield. Sophomore Michael Edwards now in at running back for Crest.
So
that's the first time we've seen Green catch the ball tonight.
I got timeout, so we'll take it with him. We'll be right back.
Keep that livestock and those pets warm this winter with a stop in at Parker Family Feed in Bellwood. Come see the girls for cedar shavings and square hay bales. Plus, they have your livestock and pet feed. And they have your protein tubs, too. And for you deer hunters out there, Parker Family Feed has cob corn, $9, and whole corn, $9.50 a bag. That's Parker Family Feed, 121 Carpenter's Grove Church Road off Highway 18 North in Bellwood. When you cast a vote for Kevin Gordon for Cleveland County Commissioner, you are voting for a dedicated and experienced leader with a proven history of providing strategic direction, operational management, best practices, and service excellence. He is a strong advocate for all public safety agencies. He is proficient in maximizing efficiency of county operations and resources. He's a champion of economic development and creation of jobs with almost 40 years of public service. On March 5th, 2024, cast your vote for Kevin Gordon for Cleveland County Commissioner. This announcement paid for by the committee to elect Kevin Cleveland County Commissioner.
We're back. That is an injury sponsored by the Campers Inn, and I think is that Dewan Jolly?
That's Jolly, yeah.
So Jolly, I think, is cramping up a little bit.
Dealing with some cramps.
Yeah, y'all going to see that in these humid conditions out here. So, Ethan Martin and staff do a good job with these guys to prevent as much injuries as possible.
Yeah, that's tough. I tell you what, it's extremely painful, and it hurts the next day too. So Jolly trying to get off there. Once again, that penalty, that injury brought to you by the Campers Inn of Kings Mountain, as was that last penalty. So it'll be a first and goal from the 9 for the Chargers, and Husky pulls it out, throws wide open, touchdown. And I think that's Adams on the reception.
A.J. Adams.
So that's a 9-yard touchdown.
Yeah, the defense keyed in on Husky, thinking he was going to run. Pulled it up to go catch there by Adams for the touchdown for Crest.
So that's a 10-play, 60-yard drive that took 3 minutes and 5 seconds off the clock. And that's a backbreaker because that puts the Chargers up 29-13 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. And now the left-footed Sanchez tries to make it a 17-point advantage for the Chargers. And I'm waiting for the call. Nope, he does not. So he misses that point after touchdown. But 29-13 Chargers. We'll be right back.
The Marburger family of dealerships is happy to announce their latest addition. Carter Chevrolet in Shelby is now Marburger Chevrolet. They invite you to come by soon. You'll receive the same professional service that you received over the years from the Marburger. So plan to drop by soon and say hello. They'd love to meet you and help you with all of your automotive needs, from new to pre-owned to parts and service. See the new Marburger Chevrolet, formerly Carter Chevrolet, 200 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Attention home buyers. Call Neeline Cole Termite and Pest before purchasing your new home to avoid getting stuck with extensive damage, typically not covered by homeowners insurance. Neeline Cole Termite and Pest Control will inspect your home for prior or present wood-destroying insects and moisture. Call Neeline Cole Termite and Pest Control today to schedule your free estimate at 1-800-7-THE-WEB and receive $25 off any new service from Neeline Cole Termite and Pest Control.
Neeland Cole extra point, no good, despite that Chargers still up 29-13 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales. Jam J's Pizza Factory kickoff coming up, and I tell you what, if Burns doesn't answer here, that might be all she wrote, fellas.
Yeah, it's crunch time here. Burns definitely needs to put some points on the board, to stay in this game.
So 29-13, a 16-point advantage. And if you think about it this way, it's only a 2-score game.
Yeah, a lot can happen. Both of these teams capable of putting points on the board.
Yeah, that's why that extra point was huge. That keeps it a 2-score game. And if Burns can get a touchdown and a 2-point, a touchdown and 2-point, the problem is they have not done a very good job stopping that Crest offense. I think they have one stop. It was 3 and out.
Yeah, it's a 3 and out.
And they have one stop.
3 and out.
Delay of game there by Crest.
Delay of game for Crest. So that's going to back them up 5 more. We had a late kickoff, and you wonder why it's nearly 10 o'clock and a lot of football to be played.
We'll give a few shout-outs. We got Angela Toney, Floyd Williams, and my cousin Caroline Sism listening in, and also Tyler Watts down there at Broad River Campground. Appreciate all you guys listening in tonight.
29-13 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. Once again, Burns Football brought to you by West End Sales. Here comes your Jam J's Pizza Factory kickoff. And Burns, be a good time to take one to the house. And good kickoff by Mitchell. 11-yard line. I think that's Surratt. He's to the 20. He's to the 25. He's to the 30. Picks his way.
Hard
big hit. And did the ball come out? Acted like the ball came out. And I tell you what, this would be a killer if Crest is on this football.
Took a hard hit by, I think, 10.
And I think there's Crest players think they have it.
Hard.
And I tell you what, just trying to make a play, and it's Charger football.
That's a big play there by Crest special teams. And, again, we talk about coming out and making plays, and huge there, making that contact, knocking that ball loose for the Crest special teams.
I tell you what, man, after that Burns defense has really been out there a long time, now they're going to have to go right back out there on this sudden change. So the 2 turnovers in this game, and I tell you what, one was already led to a Charger touchdown, and now you've got Crest taking the ball on the Burns 34-yard line.
Yeah, anytime you get a long drive and then come back out with turnover and defense is right back out on the field, it's going to be tough for this Bulldog defense.
So first down 10 for Crest. 5 wide receivers. They go empty set. Husky's got it and takes his time, and then he's going for the throat with Green, and Green hauls in the touchdown.
Wow, what a play by the Crest offense.
And that's a numbers bookkeeping touchdown for Javarius Green, and that makes it 35-13. So that's what you do. I mean, you get the turnover and you go right for the throat.
Yeah, we know, what Green can do on those long balls, and Husky with that big arm.
Yeah, if you're going to come out there and run that kind of play, you're looking for number 6 on one like that, guys.
Yep, saw that last week against Gaffney.
So I tell you what, that's a big hill to climb, especially when you've just really not had any success stopping the Charger offense. Now 76 in for the extra point.
That's the freshman. He's only a freshman for Crest.
All right, so Nealon Cole extra point up. Nealon Cole extra point. Good. 36-13 Chargers. We'll be right back.
Are you thinking about popping the question? You know, the big question. Hey, it's Jennifer here from Wright's Jewelry and Falston. I can help make this process easy and flawless. Maybe you're thinking of a custom design for your engagement ring. We can do that. Or even a ring from our showcase. We have many options in stock, including lab-grown diamonds, natural diamonds, or alternative stones. We've got it all.
See Jennifer at Wright's Jewelry, 4911 Falston Road, Highway 18 in Falston. Online at wrightsjewelrystore.com. Do you see yourself traveling, working part-time, or moving somewhere warmer when you retire? Adam Larson, your Shelby Edward Jones financial advisor, wants to help you make your retirement goals a reality. He can help you figure out where you are today and how to get to where you expect to be. Working together, you can plan one and be ready to take on anything unexpected along the way. Call Adam Larson at 704-470-4384 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
All right, Jam J's Pizza Factory kickoff coming up. It's 36-13 Chargers as they've had 16 unanswered points, a couple of touchdowns and a field goal, and they have really cracked this thing wide open. They're up by 23 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. Burns football is always brought to you by West End Sales, and I tell you what, Burns needs something to happen positive in a hurry.
Yeah, something big here.
As they are been knocked on to man. That ball's going to come out to the 35. So with 8 minutes and 37 seconds left to go on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard, Burns will take possession on their own 35-yard line.
Well, let's see what Ben and Mooney and company can do. He's got the ability to throw the ball downfield. Score quick. You never know, guys.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the key here now. What will Burns do to stretch the field?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Grant, we saw it last week. Graham Morlick caught a couple deep passes. Surratt and guys. Johnny Johnson has the speed. Let's see what happens here.
That's not been the problem, though. The problem's been on the other side of the football.
Trying to slow down the offense.
Yeah, trying to slow down the offense. And 36-13. So Burns just needs something positive here. It's been, Crest has had 3 straight drives to score here to crack it open a little bit. And we've got a run. I think that's Norris. He bounces, falls forward, gets 6.
I'd like to see Norris get some more touches here. Ran the ball well. I think he had 80-something yards.
Yeah, I think so.
86 the first half. Get that man some more touches.
Even though you're down, I don't even think you want to score quick. I think you want to sustain a drive here and keep that defense off the field for a little bit. 3 wide receivers to the left.
Yeah, they need a break time.
I'm telling you, man. They've been on the field for a long time. And Mooney, pass out in the flat, caught, 40, 45, falls forward.
First down.
First down, Falston Pharmacy first down, and a 7-yard reception. Didn't see who caught it.
That was Johnson on the catch. Or no, was that Surratt? I think that was Kamari Surratt.
Okay, maybe. So Surratt with a catch, and that moves the ball to the 47-yard line. So they have 2 plays, and they get about 12 yards. So I'm going to give him 6 on that. And clock running, 7:45 and counting on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. Just joining us, 36-13 Chargers. Burns trying to answer, looking for something to get back in this game. And snap back, and Mooney pulls it down. He'll try to run forward, breaks a tackle, falls forward, gets about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, good hard run there by Mid Mooney. Did take a shot there. I think that was 30, Jamison for Crest with a hard lick. Ball spot right at midfield there.
Yeah, so they're going to give him 3, 2nd down and 7, as Shelby is tied with AC Reynolds, 21 apiece. And that's, Shelby trying to get back in the win column after things didn't go so well last week at Kings Mountain.
That's a good AC Reynolds team they're playing. So
2nd down, 7. Mooney's in the gun again. A little pistol set there. 4 wide receivers in, and Mooney surveys the scene, says Wilson in motion. He'll keep it himself. He's to the 45.
Nice
makes
run.
a man miss and takes out the official.
The official gets caught in the middle.
And takes a little revenge for the first play of the game there. And he'll get 7, and maybe that's a first down. Depends on where they spot it.
I can only imagine the thought in that official's head is all that's going on. He's thinking, just let me land soft, let me land soft.
Yep. And I'll tell you what.
That run will move the chains there for Burns.
So that's the 2nd Falston Pharmacy first down. And clock moves. We're closing in on 6 minutes left to go. A lot of football to be played. It's the 3rd quarter.
Well, like I say, there's still time, but Burns needs to answer something quick.
So 1st down and 10. And then a little jet sweep. I think that's Surratt. And he turns the corner, and he has positive yardage. He spun down, but near the 33-yard line. That's near another Falston Pharmacy first down. I think he's a little short.
Yeah, hard run on that jet sweep to Surratt. Looks like he probably will be like you say, yard short.
Yeah, it looks like he waited on his blocks to develop out there and had some guys pulling out there and paving the way, and they're going to give him a first down.
Looks like it was Tajay Johnson for Chris. Was able to force him out.
So we're 1st down, 10 from the 33. This drive started back on the 35-yard line. It's taken almost 3 minutes off the clock.
Well, that'll give that Burns defense a little rest for sure.
Well, I'm telling you, you make it a 2-score game going into the 4th quarter, you got a chance. And Mooney in the gun, drops back, going to keep it, try to get the corner, and he does. I don't know where he stepped out. They're going to say at the 32, so maybe a gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, just couldn't round that corner, run out of room there, out of bounds. We'll stop the clock, 5 minutes, 33 seconds left in this 3rd quarter.
That was Jamison for Chris forcing him out.
So it is now 2nd down. They give me a yard. 2nd down 9 as the clock stops as Mooney went out of bounds. And it is now, 5:33 left to go. Taking his time. 13 on the play clock, so plenty of time. But both teams got these little tents set up. I wonder what that's for. Is that a little air conditioning area?
I know Crest has theirs. They use their TV for the replay.
Oh, okay, little Norris on a run. He's going to go in for the numbers bookkeeping touchdown. 32 yards out.
That's what I said. We need to give Norris the ball. He answered right up the middle, broke a couple tackles. I think Crest might have thought they had him wrapped up.
They did.
And Norris spun his way out of that for the big-time score for Burns.
And it looked like the same play that Husky did. Looked like they had him down and just couldn't get him down. Early in the season, guys not wrapping up, not textbook, and they're going to go for 2. That's a 17-point deficit. So if they score here, it's a 15-point deficit. But if they don't, it stays at 17. I'm not sure I agree with the strategy.
Yeah, I'd kick it.
If you kick it, it's a 2-score game. Let's see. I mean, not too much advantage to get it to 15, a little bit. Let's see what they come up with. And then 4 wide receivers. Mooney's going to power his way in. Nealon Cole, 2-point conversion, good. That cuts the lead to 21-36. We'll be right back.
It's the all-new Nissan of Shelby, where they do the right thing. First time, every time. Nissan of Shelby now has new management, plus a big new inventory with new prices, giving you a whole new customer experience. Check their amazing lineup, Nissan Rogues and Muranos, and trucks like the Nissan Frontier and Titan, plus a wide range of pre-owned vehicles with special rates and pricing. Come to the all-new Nissan of Shelby, 631 South Post Road, right off Highway 74 East in Shelby. Online at nissanofshelby.com. Jumpin' Jed's in the heart of downtown Falston. Burns Bulldogs the best of luck this season. Stop in for country, primitive, and farmhouse home decor. And also Amish-made furniture, quilts, baskets, and more. Amish-made jams, jelly, sauce. and butters, plus Billy Jacob prints. See the local artisan woodwork, jewelry, braided rugs, plus Hershey's ice cream in cups, cones, shakes, or floats. Jumpin' Jed's in the heart of downtown Boston. Open 10 to 6 Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 4 on Saturday. Like them on Facebook too.
All right, we're back after that 7-play, 65-yard, 3 minutes and 13 seconds off the clock. And that's a touchdown by Jeremiah Norris from 32 yards out. Cuts the lead. Mooney's 2-point conversion by Neelan, brought to you by Neelan Cole. It's a 15-point game. It's not over, man.
I tell you what, they haven't had an answer for Jeremiah Norris tonight. He ran about 86 yards the first half.
We had guys were talking about the flags. We had unsportsmanlike both teams. They were offsetting.
Okay.
Now there's an unsportsmanlike against Burns. So there was 3 penalties called. 1 against Crest, 2 against the Bulldogs.
See, I just don't agree with that. Like, how can you say Burns got 2 to them 1?
Right.
Not sure. Didn't see exactly. I think
you got to keep your heads there. See, that changes the dynamic here. You know, now you got to kick that off. You're going to kick that off from the 25, and they've been fielding it around the 20. Now they're going to field it around the 35. Now you're going to get the ball at midfield. You know, you got to keep your head.
Well, it looks like Mooney lowered his shoulder, bowled his way for the touchdown, 2 points. The Crest guy pushed him, but like I say, you cannot retaliate to that. So.
No, I mean you've got to. I mean that just changes. And David Devine is livid.
And guys, let's be honest. How many times in sports do we watch? Yeah. It's always the second. Whatever happens, a lot of times the second guy's the guy that gets caught.
Man, I don't blame him from being upset. You know, he's probably, when you screwed up on the first play, the coach is going to be upset at you for the rest of the game. But they're going to call the unsportsmanlike conduct. Has that guy got on gloves?
Looks like it, doesn't it?
Why does he have on gloves?
Well, like I say, that touchdown and 2-point does change the dynamic of this game. Still a lot of time left. 5 minutes, 24 seconds left in this third quarter. So Burns is not out of this ball game yet.
Yep, that's what they're calling. 2 unsportsmanlike against Burns. And now they're going to mark it back. I don't think I've ever seen that, though. I will say that. I don't understand it. And I'm not sure what we got. We got the entire Crest football team on the field.
I think they've done before Coach supposed to be getting the whole team together saying, look.
Okay, let's go. Let's run a commercial and we'll be back.
So are they marking it off now? Or do we?
Yeah, I think we can go to. Well, hold on, Bobby.
Yeah,
hold on. I thought they were going to go to another timeout. I really didn't understand what was going on. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, that would have been an advantage for us, man. I would have loved to take that kickoff from the 50,
right,
you know? Yeah. So Shelby tied with Reynolds. Kings Mountain over Cox Mill, 27-13.
That game's a lot
Alexander
closer.
Central, Burns will see them 7-7 with Wilkes Central. And then, let's see, anything of note other than that? I got a lot of scores. West Lincoln 47-7 over Cherryville. Chase and Kramer in a good one, 16-14. East Lincoln 39-8 over Forest View. North Lincoln 21-0 over Lincolnton. Roberson 49-6 over East Rutherford. West Henderson 35-0 over Hendersonville. Knoxville Catholic 19-6 over Brevard. South Caldwell 42-8 over RS Central.
Keep an eye on that West Henderson team in the 3A playoffs. I'm telling you right now, guys. Good. Keep an eye on them.
So, popped up, and like I said, right there at the 40-yard line is Addison, and now he's to the 50, and it's, hate to say I called it.
Yeah.
There you are. Now you're at midfield, you know? So, I mean, that's just, I know Coach Devine is upset, and so am I, and, you know, it just seems like leave that at offsetting, but you just kind of got to keep your heads. You just got back into the game.
Right.
You know?
Well, obviously this game is an emotional game. Energy's running high, so, you know, I get it. I understand a little bit. But you got to keep your composure. We got a defensive stand to make here.
Yeah, like you said, that's the biggest thing now. If I'm Burns guys, you got to stop his offense.
Yep.
I mean, that's what's going to happen for this game. If they get back in this game, you got to slow down this offense.
A stop here will be huge for Burns.
4 wide receivers in for Crest, and they're going to keep it on the ground. That's what I do, and that's I tell you what, they're just gashed. They're just gashing Burns, and he's breaking free. He's to the 10 all the way to the 5-yard line. That's a 45-yard run and a first down. I'm telling you what, man, you've got to stop the run.
That's Tate on the carry there.
That's Tate, who last week played for Gaffney, coincidentally.
Yeah, he
transferred to Crest this week. It's already getting carries, so big run there inside the red zone.
I tell you what, man, that's just too easy. You got to stop the run.
Looks like let's see, is that Edwards checking in now at running back. So not seeing Aiden Carson too much here in the second half, guys.
No.
Do you, a situation you're running the ball successfully, then Carson checks in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I haven't noticed him playing defense though, Ron.
No, no. Hey, you don't see Aiden on defense side of the ball.
Okay.
And we got a timeout on the field for Burns.
So let's take it with him.
How would you like a new heating and air conditioning system for just $85 a month? Of course you would. And you can have it today by calling Bill Shuford Heating and Air in Shelby. Get a new American Standard heated and air conditioning system for as low as $85 per month for qualified buyers on qualified systems. American Standard is rated #1 in reliability. And they service all brands. Bill Shuford Heating and Air, 213 Campbell Street in Shelby. Online at BillShufordHVAC.com. Call 704-484-0025.
If you're ready to make the great escape, do it with the #1 brand on the water. Yamaha Wave Runners are the most premium personal watercraft on the market, with industry-first features and exciting new products like the all-new 2021 VX Series with audio packages, the must-anticipated Superjet, and the new race-ready GP Series. This is Wave Runner country. See one today at Full Throttle Power Sports, located at 100 Indian Walk off I-85 in Laurel.
Split backs for the Chargers on 1st and goal, and that's Tate who will get it cut back. Nice move. He'll be wrestled down
McGowan on the tackle.
Inside the 5. Got about 2. 2nd down and goal.
Good job there, Marsh McGowan. A couple other Bulldogs there for the tackle.
So it'll be 2nd down and goal, and you know what the Burns Bulldogs have not had today is a turnover.
Looks like
Need
Crest
to force a turnover.
That would be huge right here.
I think Derek Mitchell's checked into the backfield.
Yeah, split backs again. Old school football, and Mitchell get it, and he'll right up the middle, and he'll plow in for a touchdown. So that is a numbers bookkeeping touchdown for the Chargers, and just when Burns cuts it to 15, the Chargers get in, score, and now it's a 21-point advantage, and that is a 3-yard TD run from Mitchell. I tell you what, when he gets running downhill, he's a load.
I tell you what, guys, whenever he's watching him back in middle school days, that was his position. He was a running back, and he likes to get in there and maybe get a carry every now and then.
So the freshman back in.
And that's Carson Greer in for the extra point for Crest.
Yeah. And Nealon Cole extra point up. And good. 43-21 on your Rice Jewelry scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Thinking about buying or selling land in Western North Carolina? Specializing in hunting land, farmland, and country homes, Whitetail Properties land specialists Chip Camp and Chris Weaver are ready to help. Visit whitetailproperties.com for more information or give Chip a call at 704-473-3833 or Chris at 704-692-6185. Visit the new office at 4811 Falston Road. In land, farmland, and country homes is their specialty. Call today. Take your pick on a brand new Bobcat mower from West End Sales in Vail. Pick 0% APR financing for 60 months, $1 instant rebate. You just take your pick and pick out your new Bobcat mower. Take a look at a Bobcat ZT2000, $500 instant cash rebate, a Bobcat ZT3000, $700 instant cash rebate, or the Bobcat ZT3500 with an $800 instant rebate. See them today at West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vail. Online at westendsales.com. Like them on Facebook too.
Jam and Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff coming up. It's 43-21 on your Rice Jewelry scoreboard. Chargers answer back. Tate with a big 45-yard run on 1st down, set it up. And foot meets ball, and it's going to be spun down, called at the 20. And that is Johnny Johnson, 25-30, waits for the hole. He's still on his feet, 40, still going to the 45-yard line, and Burns will take it over in good shape on their own 45.
Yeah, good patient run there by by Johnson. Followed his blockers. Pretty decent return there.
Yeah, up to the 45-yard line. But, Burns has been able to score. They have scored 3 touchdowns, but they have surrendered, 6 touchdowns? No, it can't be. My math got to be wrong somewhere. I have to look back at the score. They have 1 field goal, right? Crest has one field goal. Okay, so they have 5 touchdowns.
See if we get Jeremiah Norris back in action. Scored a touchdown on that last drive. See if he can get him out in the open field and get a pass to him maybe.
Mooney's in the shotgun and hands off, and I think that's Norris, and he'll squirt free for a couple of yards, 2-yard run, and it'll be 2nd down and 8.
Give a couple shout-outs. Michael McSwain, Olivia Bridges, Keith and Kim Coster, and Michael Smith. Appreciate y'all tuning in as always. Some loyal listeners out here
thanks
tonight.
to all our listeners. I believe Olivia now working here in Cleveland County. So some Cleveland County kids come home. 2nd down and 8. And Olivia was playing during my brief stint as a volleyball coach. 4 wide receivers in for Burns. And
Watch Norris down here.
They're going to throw the slant, tried to get it to Warlick. It's incomplete. And it'll be 3rd down and 8. They've had some success with that slant pattern, but just a little too wide of Warlick.
Yeah, just a little bit out in front of him there. Bring up 3rd and 8 for Burns.
So there's 3 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, it has been a long game, a lot of scores. That's what happens when you have a lot of scores. Your game last week, Robbie, it was
good. Gracious.
It was a marathon. Yep, it's a marathon. And now Burns has got. They're going for it too. There's no way they're going to punt this ball. I'm not going to say the punt is now out of the playbook. 3rd down and 8. And Mooney's got it. Drops back. Pressure coming. He steps up. And he's going to be sacked. And now I may have to tell him Mooney's still up.
How have they not blown? You got to blow the whistle, ref.
And
they got a flag.
Comes out. And not sure what this one's going to be. Not sure. That was bizarre looking. Looked like Mooney was starting to escape. Then he stopped like the whistle had blown.
Well, Mooney reacted like he got hit or something.
And I think this is going against Crest. That they're going to give him the sack and a dead ball foul. They'll move it 15 yards, and it'll be right at the 1st down marker.
Yeah, we'll take it for Burns. That'd be a big break if we do.
Let's see. They are going to mark it. Let's see. Got a personal foul. And like I said, right there at the 1st down.
Is that you'll give it to him?
So let's see if they give it to us.
Yep.
Let's see. They may measure. They may not. I'd say the down marker's on the stripe. The nose of the ball's on the stripe.
We're like in 30 inches if it's not a 1st down.
See, but I thought that was a dead ball penalty, so you don't get the down over. So I thought it would be 4th down, and I don't think they've established what down it is.
And we are going to bring a measurement onto the field.
See, but if that's a dead ball foul, the play counts. And that's going to be 4th and 1, and that's huge, because now you have to absolutely get it. So we'll see how that plays out.
And it may be for naught right here
if it is a 1st down. Look at that, by a chain length.
Wow, look at that, yeah.
By a chain length. A mysterious link is added to the chain, and that's not a 1st down.
I just don't understand that one.
Now,
you can tell by the camera it's sitting on the line.
Let me see if they're going to make it 3rd or 4th down, Robbie. I'm going to see if they get this one right.
Question.
Let me see if they get this one right. 4th down, they have put it on the board. Yep, it's 4th down. See, that down counts because it's a dead ball, and now I don't know what you do. I would put a guy under center.
I would, but so many teams don't do that.
We don't do it anymore, right? Like nobody does it anymore.
I like it. I'm like you. I like a QB sneak.
Yeah, old school under.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, there you go. And that's what I thought they would do. And Mooney gets the 1st down, and he's still pushing, and he'll get about 3 yards.
Yeah, no doubt about that one. Good job there. 2 minutes, 47 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. Burns needs to put some points on the board to stay in this one.
So that was a 13-yard tackle for loss, or a 17-yard tackle for loss, and then a 15-yard penalty gives you 4th and inches, and then a Falston Pharmacy 1st down on the. I could give Mooney 3 yards on that one. So that's a 3-yard run, and clock moving, 2:29 and counting. I'm going to tell you what, man. I may just try to score and shorten this thing a little bit and pray that I get a turnover and not give that ball back to Crest. And there's Wilson, who looked like he had some room, but the Charger pursuit comes over and knocks him down after maybe a gain of 1.
I think that was Finn Allen on the tackle there. It's a little sweep to the right side.
That would be my goal, to get this to a 2-score game going into the fourth quarter. And then you just have to get a stop. You got to say, guys, they're running the ball right down your throat. You got to get a stop. So it is 2nd down 9. I tell you what, those toss plays always look like they're going to go for big yardage. And then somebody comes flying in and stopping that. And Zach Mayhew doing a good job on the camera down there on the field. Mm-hmm. He's getting his steps in tonight. 4 wide receivers in for Burns. Little pistol set as Norris goes out in motion. And a little slant. Caught. Graham Warlick, I think they're not going to call him down. Yep, that he kind of rode the keister of the defender over for an extra yard. And he'll get 7 yards.
Be about a yard short of the first down, yard or 2 yards short. Bring up 3rd and 2.
So 3rd down and 2. And this is really 2 plays. Clock winds. It's going to get down to a minute. And like I said, you give that defense all the rest they can get. Mooney comes up under center. I guess they're going to sneak it again. They try to get him to jump offside. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Mooney again up under center. And let's see if they sneak it again. And they do. And Mooney just puts the head down.
Looks like he's got enough.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a 2-yard run. And that'll be another Falston Pharmacy first down. So we're being a little methodical with the ball here, trying to keep your defense off the field. If you're 2 scores within a quarter, you're still in the ball game.
Absolutely.
But you got to get a stop. There's got to be a stop at some point in this game. And the Burns has only stopped Crest once. Right. Only been 1 stop.
Mooney getting over to getting some plays from Coach Diamond there.
Let's see. They have to run the play because the play clock is at 15 and the game clock is at 19, so they do have to run the play.
Down to 10 seconds on play clock.
So 3 wide receivers out, and it's a busted play. And Mooney's going to lose 5. And you hate that, and that's going to end the quarter. So at the end of 3, it's 43-21 on your Rice Jewelry scoreboard. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L-Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. They feature powerful Kubota diesel engines and easy operation. Durable Kubota L-Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, located at 126 Bessie Drive on Oak Grove Road at the Highway 74 bypass in Kings Mountain. You've got to see it. A 2020 Shelby Mustang GT 500 is in the showroom at Classic Ford Lincoln in Shelby. Come see this beast of a machine. It's a one-of-a-kind, and it could be yours. And right now, Classic Ford Lincoln in Shelby is having an end-of-summer inventory reduction sale on new and pre-owned vehicles. Save thousands of dollars. They've got to make room for new inventory arriving day. And don't forget, they feature a top-rated service department, too. Classic Ford Lincoln, 75 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at ClassicFordofShelby.com.
Your senior captain, Matty Hoyle. Your co-captains, Reese Elliott and Belle Westbrook. And your mascot, Daphne Stoll. The varsity cheerleader, coached by Miss Catherine Elliott and assisted by Leah Cross.
I'm sorry, I didn't even realize we were back, Robbie. We're
all getting that in quarter break right now.
We got to catch our breath there as this game has been 2 hours and 23 minutes and counting. 2nd down and 14 after the busted play, as the running back and quarterback were not on the same page, so that brings up 2nd down 14 from the 35-yard line. Mooney in the gun, 2 wide receivers right. Man comes in motion. That's Norris. Mooney running, shuffles to his right, lets it go down the sideline. Man is out there, just overthrown and incomplete as Graham Warlick was able to get a hand on it but couldn't haul it in.
Yeah, just off his fingertips. Had a couple steps on the defender there. I'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's what happens when you extend the play. You know, Mooney's able to use his legs, extend the play, freezes that defensive back for just a second, then somebody runs by him. And just couldn't get it to him. So it is now 3rd down and 14. I would say you go half and half on this one. Try to get half of it here and set yourself up a 4th down and manageable.
Yep.
So Mooney's in the gun, 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. And he'll have it and roll, and now he's rolling to his left and lets it go, and man is out there but overthrew him. That's incomplete. And now you've set up a 4th and very long, 4th and 14.
Yeah, I was looking at Surratt out there. Pretty well defended there by Crest. Like you say, long 4th down.
Yeah, you were hoping to get a little something positive on that particular play, but that's the unfortunate thing about an incomplete pass. No yards gained, and you lose it down, and now very quickly, just like that, it's 4th down and 14. So whatever Coach Diamond's got in the back of the playbook needs to pull it out now. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right again. And Norris a single back set. See if they run a little screen play here. And it looks like that's what they're trying to set up with Norris. It lets it go and into traffic and intercepted. And that's intercepted. Not sure who got it. It's 10, and he's wrestled down about the 39, and here come more flags, and it's getting ugly out there.
That's Lyric Pettis.
So Pettis picks it off and brings it back to the 41. I'm sure it's going to be tacking on 15 yards for the unsportsmanlike or the late hit out of bounds. And that's just frustration on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, yeah.
And you hate to see it, but, you know, Mooney's just trying to make something happen there. He's got to throw that football.
Yeah, you had to push it downfield.
Yeah. I mean, he's got to throw that ball. He doesn't have a choice.
He had Johnny Johnson out there, but good defensive play there by Crest.
Yeah, so
that's, you know, we talked in pregame, guys, the backside of that Crest defense, Lyric Pettis is one of those guys we knew Crest was going to have to depend on tonight against this Burns offense.
And so Crest will take it after the interception. They'll take it to the 45. So Crest will take it with 11:34 on the BHS 45. So I tell you what, Burns needs a miracle now. They're down 3 scores.
Yeah, they need a turnover here if they want to stay in this game.
And you know what? The turnover battle.
Yep.
3 turnovers for Burns, none for the Chargers.
Absolutely.
And it's Husky going to throw it. They are not letting up, and that's going to be complete, I think.
That's Addison for Crest.
Yeah, Addison's going to take it to about the 37. That's an 8-yard pass.
And then this offense, guys, that's like a run for this Crest offense.
Right.
Like nothing deep. They send those receivers out. They curl it back 7-8 yards out into their arms.
Yep.
And they're trying to stay in bounds now to shorten this game now with a 3-score lead. And give him 6 on that. I thought he got 8, a little bit less. And Husky in the gun, and he's going to let it go and got a man out there. And looked like the Burns defender fell down. No flag, not sure. Just overthrown and incomplete.
Yeah, the ball thrown out of bounds there. I think that might have been Addison again, the intended receiver. Bring up 3rd and 3 for Crest.
Yep. So definitely, I think you're in a position in the field where you're going to take 2 cracks at it if you need it. Ball at the 37-yard line and 3 wide receivers to the right.
I would watch Husky here. They got Carson back in the game.
Carson back in the 4th, guys.
I might have nightmares about number 14. And he'll
got
get the football, and he's around the left side, and there he goes again. And it's coming back. There's a flag and another flag. It's probably going to be offsetting penalties. I think it was a late hit and a hold. So I'm not sure how they'll do this one. Will they offset? Or would you call the holding and then enforce that? Now, on that one, I don't know.
Would it be a dead ball?
See, that's not a dead ball. See, that one's not a dead ball.
Yeah, because that's right. That's a good question.
Right, so that's not a dead ball, so they may offset. I'll tell you what, every time 14's touched the football, man, it's been chunks.
And like we said, he had the 3rd quarter off.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I mean, he took the 3rd quarter off.
Not sure if he was cramping or what the deal was, but.
Well, it's a luxury when you can bring in Tate. And not really lose anything.
Using him and Edwards tonight in the backfield.
Yeah, Carson the bigger back, you know, but it's just, I'll tell you what, man, it is just so demoralizing when you can't stop the run.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah,
when you can't stop the run.
That's one of those guys when you reach into a bucket trying to pull something
Right,
out,
right.
and the running game empties that bucket on you.
I'm just telling you, man, it's tough, and it's warm out there, and that defense has been out there a long time, and it's been tough on them.
Well, you got to count for Tate, for Carson. Y'all got to count for Husky too. I mean, Husky might be your best runner. And
personal foul
so they marked off the hold guys,
right,
and then marked off the personal foul.
Okay.
Personal foul came at the end of the play there.
So that is going to be a net of, I'm not even sure, first down. So that is a Falston Pharmacy first down and to the 30-yard line. And once again, we want to thank West End Sales for sponsoring Burns football. Thank the Burns High community for letting us have permission to do this video broadcast. 3 wide receivers to the right. Husky in the gun. He's got it. He's looking. He lets it go. Jump ball in the corner. That's pass interference.
Yeah,
that's easy money there. His defensive back was turned around and just shoved him.
Yeah, a little frustration there for Burns.
Yeah,
that penalty's on 15. Who's that for 15 for Burns?
It was intended. Pass was intended for Tajay Borders of Crest.
Ethan Guy with the penalty as this Ethan got turned around and just couldn't find the ball, so he just hit the receiver.
Well, the ball was underthrown, so he turned around, might could have got a chance to pick that.
Yeah, but when you lose the ball, I'm telling you, that's scary for a defensive back, and he just wanted to make sure he prevented a touchdown.
Penalties offset, guys. There was a hold on Crest.
All right, so the penalties offset.
A break there for Burns.
Campers in RV bringing you the penalties. Campers in of Kings Mountain. Go check out their RV selection, and there have been a lot of Campers in penalties tonight.
That's exactly right.
Yep.
Once again, Campers in Kings Mountain. And we've got 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Husky's got it. He's got time. He lets it go, and that's overthrown. And you better be careful there.
Yeah,
you might get another penalty there.
Those are the ones that'll get you in a heated game.
Yeah.
All over the head of Thompson for Crest.
Surratt just came in there. Just a little love tap there at the end. Not enough to draw the flag.
Crest really high on number 17, Majay Thompson, only a freshman.
Wow. Big kid.
He is.
So second down and 10. And 10:38 left to go on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. Husky in the gun again. 3 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. Husky now has the call, has the snap, throws out flat, caught, complete. About an 8-yard gain. Is that Green on the reception? Couldn't see who caught it.
I think that was 3. That was Addison.
So Addison on the reception. And
it looked like he may come off dealing with a little bit of a cramp there as he rolled off the field too, guys.
I'm telling you, man, I might get a cramp.
I'm scared to walk down these steps when this is over. I'm going to start cramping up.
Well, I'm on my 3rd bottle of water, so I'm trying, and I'm not even playing a sport, and looks like another penalty.
So folks, our best thing we can say to you tonight, stay hydrated.
Yep,
Just
and
stay
it's
hydrated.
another penalty against Burns.
And what was the penalty there? I didn't see that.
That's unsportsmanlike conduct.
Definitely didn't see that one.
And again, that penalty brought to you by the Campers Inn RV of Kings Mountain, and it is now first down and 10. And it's going to be a run by Tate around the left side and gets hit there and got inside the 10. Looks like the ball was at the 16, and maybe he's inside the 10. Maybe he got a 7-yard gain. Looks like a Charger might be shaken up, but he's back up. See, that's a 6-yard run. Let's see if there's a flag down. I tell you what,
you guys get to this point in the game, everybody's slow getting up.
Yep, and they're going to call another penalty. So
this is going the other way this time.
So does the down count? Holding now. Okay, so it's a 10-yard penalty. Brought to you by the Campers Inn of Kings Mountain. So I'll tell you what,
getting his money's worth tonight.
Campers Inn, that's a good sponsorship.
Nice investment out here.
And I know I haven't gotten them on every penalty, and I apologize for that, but there's been so many. Sometimes I didn't even know there was a flag down. It's the United Nations out here. Flags everywhere. 9:44 and counting. 3 wide receivers to the right. And play action. Husky throws, caught, and touchdown. That's Green.
That's great. Yep. Very Green.
So that's a 19-yard touchdown.
Yeah, a little quick slant to the left side made that look easy. Javaris Green, a UNC commit.
So that makes it 49-21 Chargers. And Nealon Cole extra point coming up. Touchdown brought to you by Numbers Bookkeeping. So this one looks to be over, but I'll tell you what, just a rough night defensively for the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
And guys, it's let's be honest. When you watch with this Crest offense, there's going to be a lot of long nights against some defenses against this Crest offense. I mean, they just spread you out so far with so many playmakers.
So we knew coming into tonight that it would be that way.
And I understand, and it's a bad snap. Is that what it was?
It was.
Ball's on the ground, and is it still alive? And
ball will be dead there.
Ball's dead, so the Nealon Cole extra point no good. It remains 49-21. We'll be right back.
Plan now to attend this year's Cleveland County Fair, September 28th through October 8th. 11 big days of fun for the entire family. Entertainment includes Act Monsters Chainsaw Work, the Circus Incredible with high-flying aerial artists, The Electrifying Magic, starring Jay Matoli from America's Got Talent and Showtime at the Apollo, and Hog Diggity Dog, the very best animal act ever, and Nashville Rick Morris, along with 40 ride-hopper rides, games, food stands, and more. The Cleveland County Fair, September 28th through October 8th, online at clevelandcountyfair.com. For nearly 50 years, the K family at Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service have been taking care of your bookkeeping and income tax needs in Shelby, Cleveland County, and the surrounding area. They feature a staff of enrolled agents and registered tax return preparers to make sure you get every advantage you deserve. That's Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service, 707 South Lafayette Street in Shelby. Give them a call at 704-484-2783. Online at numbersofshelby.com. They are there for you.
49-21 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. Jam & J's Pizza Factory by Mitchell. Mitchell's legs probably getting tired from all these kickoffs. And it's inside the 10 to the 15 to the 20. Surratt tries to break a tackle, does, still on his feet. And I tell you what, there's no quitting the kids. They're still fighting.
That's right. Everybody continues to do their thing.
So Mooney and company back out on the field, see if they can make something happen here on offense.
Yeah, it's just been, and you can't fault that last interception. He's just trying to make something happen.
And my thing is now, guy, if you're the Bulldogs, it's all about taking positive momentum into next week.
Mm-hmm.
So what you want to do now is maintain where you're at, have some positive things happen to end this game.
Yeah, I'd like to see maybe a 12-play, 8-minute drive.
Yeah, just eat a clock up and say, look, we can do this.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think that's what they're doing. They're bringing in a little power. They got Marshall McGowan there at H-back. Little pistol set with Norris, and they'll give him the ball, and he runs it through a little crease. He's still running hard, and he'll get about 6 or 7. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Yeah, big-time run there, but Jeremiah up the middle.
And that's going to move it to the 33. So if you're just joining us, 49-21 on your Mr. Sparky scoreboard. And that last Crest drive took about 2 minutes, and it was 5 plays, 55 yards. And Mooney's going to again hand it off, and I think it's Wilson that time who fights and taking tacklers with him for a first down. He'll have a Falston Pharmacy first down. So good runs by Burns on 1st and 2nd, so that's Norris again.
Yes, Jeremiah again.
So that's going to put him up to the drive started on the 26, and now he's up to the 42. So it's up to the 43, 17 yards. So I'm going to give him 11-yard run there.
Elijah Goodson in it, running back for Burns.
That's what I would do here. I like the call by Coach Devine and his staff just to kind of pound the football a little bit. And that's going to be another run, and this time big hit. I think it was 45 on the hit for Crest, and that's going to be a 3-yard loss. think that was Goodson on the carry. And want to remind our listeners we will have a post-game show. Post-game show brought to you by the Stamey Funeral Home in Falston, North Carolina. Offensive player of the game brought to you by Parker Farm Service of Kings Mountain. Defensive player of the game brought to you by Homestar Financial of Shelby. And overall player of the game, S&R Auto Sales of Shelby. And every time I drive by S&R, they've always got some convertibles I got my eye on. Mooney in the gun, lets it go. Man is out there. It's Warlick. He's got it. And he'll walk into the end zone for a numbers bookkeeping touchdown.
Yeah, we saw that last week twice against Forest. We knew we'd see it again at some point tonight. Good catch by Graham Warlick. Good throw, Ben Mooney.
So that reduces the deficit to 22. It's now 49-27.
Looks like Ben's going to stay out and go for 2 here.
So Nealon Cole 2-point conversion coming up.
Make it a 20-point game if successful.
Yep, that'll make it 49-29. I'll tell you what, all these boys in white and blue, I'll tell you what, everybody's played hard tonight.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no quitting.
You're not going to take that away.
No quitting Burns for sure.
So 49-27. And Mooney is going to take it up the middle, put the head down. I don't know. Let's see if they – yes, he did. So Nealon Cole, 2-point conversion. Good. 49-29 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Since 1968, Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs has been serving this area with a full line of automotive products, including oils, transmission fluids, antifreeze, filters, chemicals, parts, and supplies for all types of automobiles and truck brands to choose from. They sell to individuals or wholesale. Just visit the walk-in counter. Putnam Distributors, 1626 Peterson Drive off Highway 180 south of Shelby. Call 704-487-9395 or visit the website at PutnamDistributors.com. Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs, offering quality automotive parts and supplies for over 50 years. Bayada Home Healthcare continues to grow, and because of this growth, they are in need of new employees. See Bayada Home Healthcare and join their growing team of healthcare professionals with immediate opportunities in Gaston, Lincoln, and Cleveland counties. And they take all safety precautions possible with an experienced, trained staff. Just call 704-669-4000 or visit the website bayada.com. Bayada Home Healthcare. They love what they do.
South Point may have a little something to say. All right, 49-29. It is a 20-point deficit for the Bulldogs on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales. Jim J's Pizza Factory kickoff coming up, and Johnny Johnson. And I tell you what, offensive side of the ball, not bad. I tell you, the running game. Let's see, they are guarding against onside kick. They've got 10 guys close, and Johnny just kicks it deep. And Javarius Green's going to pick it up and fall down. That's smart.
Yep, good idea.
And that's a kid going to Carolina next year. Hey, don't need to take an unnecessary hit in a 29-49 game.
No sense to do anything crazy.
I mean, that's intelligence. I just hate he's going to miss his senior season of baseball.
I tell you, he was so fun to cover time. Us doing those county games in baseball.
And I know Coach McFarland is not. But it's like Mooney won't be. He'll be gone to Gardner Webb in the spring, and he won't be at Burns anymore, so he won't be there for baseball season either. And that's just tough. Might have to move baseball to the fall and somehow do both.
That's right. You just do both.
Oh, that's a little crazy. Now, if you're in Florida, you can do it in the winter.
Yeah.
But still, they go in December, so they play half the season. No way around it. Now that they do the semester system, there are guys that are just going to go, and I don't see that going away anytime soon.
Well, he gets a head start on his college career, so that's beneficial to him for sure.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying. Oh yeah, but it's just. As a selfish local sports fan,
100%, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you just hate to see these guys not around, but yeah, they're doing what's best for them. And
he did bring us a state championship this year, so he did go out on top. So that's a good thing.
So Burns wins the 2A baseball state championship. Ethan Guy, a member of that team, he was out there playing defense, and Marshall McGowan, a member of that team. Got to give them a little love for winning that state championship.
I think Marshall's the MVP of the championship series.
Yeah, he played very well. And is it still Husky in a quarterback, or have they made a change?
Or is that Waddell?
Bring in somebody else now.
I think they brought in 10. So they have a new quarterback in, and he'll keep it. I'll tell you what, he runs pretty hard before he's tackled after a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, that's
16.
Michael Waddell.
So Waddell into the game, and
Mark Waddell has been he actually that scrimmage against Daniel led Crest a couple touchdowns against Daniel. So good kid, a junior.
Junior? Okay,
Yeah,
junior.
junior.
Okay. Husky's a senior this year,
Yeah,
right?
Husky's
Husky's
a
a
senior.
senior. That's right. So 2nd down and 5. And snap back, and it's Tate, and Tate breaks a tackle, and look at him go. Big chunks. That's what I'm talking about. It's just been big chunks in the ground game, and I tell you what, man, if I can run the ball like that, that's all I'm going to do. And, you know, there's a lot to break down on the film, and they're going to learn from this game. You know, I'm sure that some of it is technique, responsibilities, you know, work on a few things. It's early in the season. I really don't want Crest in game 2.
And my thing is, guys, after watching this film, if I'm Shelby next week, who Crest plays, what do I decide to stop? What do I try to slow down?
I'm telling you, man. They can do it any which way but loose. I'm telling you, man. They can run it. They can throw it. 2-yard run there. And see, it's just getting ugly. You know, it's just.
Yeah, a little chippy out there towards the end of this game.
It's not worth it. I mean, here's the risk you run now. You can get yourself thrown out of the ball game.
You miss another game.
And then miss another game. So, don't get thrown out of this game.
Yep.
You know, you'll live to fight another day. So, don't get thrown out of this one. As Marshall McGowan trying to get back into the game.
Like you said, you know, these two teams cross paths here. Non-conference, some bragging rights after it's over, but you're going separate directions after this one.
Yep.
And
well, Burns needs to take this as a learning experience.
That's right.
You know, any loss you can try to learn and try to prevent some of the stuff you did wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
but, you know, we just run up into a good team tonight in Crest.
They ejected him. He's been ejected.
Man.
Who got it? And that's what I'm talking about. You have an ejection. And you got a big game next week, and it's just not worth it, man. It's just not worth it. I mean, they're young guys. It's easy.
It's a hot night.
Yeah, it's easy as with 30 years of experience under your belt, above high school. You just, young man, you just don't want to do that. And that's going to be
Waddell.
Waddell throws, nice throw and catch and running room there. Lots of running room inside the 22. We got number 15. Who we got there, Rob?
Tajay Borders, I believe.
Borders.
A good open field tackle there with KJ Husky for Burns.
So Husky with the stop, but to the 23. That's a 22-yard running catch. Is that what you had, Joe? 22 yards? So I tell you what, there's a good-looking ball there out in the flat. And the clock now under 6 minutes. That's Crest threatening again. And snap back and keeper. He's got running room. That's coming back. There's a flag. There's a camper's in penalty coming down as he goes into the end zone. But
should be a holding on the play for
Waddell, so he's going to celebrate. Sorry, kid. It's coming back. You got to hate that, too. You're all jumping around. You're all excited.
Yep. And you say, oh. You go find that lineman and say, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's like coming down Christmas morning and your Red Ryder BB gun's not under the tree. So I think it was holding. So
big time loss there, all the way back to the 36-yard line.
So a 10-yard penalty against Crest, and that's another campers in of Kings Mountain penalty. And speaking of Kings Mountain, they'll be visiting Lawndale next week, take on the Bulldogs here at Ron Green Stadium. We will have video coverage. For the next few games. Snap back, and it's going to be Tate around the left side, and he's got room, and he's going to be knocked down at around the 22-yard line. So that's about, they had it at the 42 down to the 22. Is that a 20-yard run, Joe?
No,
They might have not had the right
10-yard,
one.
10-yard run.
Like they
10-yard, that's what I thought.
Got the penalty yards back there.
Yeah.
I think the board was wrong. I think the ball was on the 32, not the 42. So now it's on the 24, and it's 2nd down and 10. Yep, this is exactly what they did. They got the penalty yardage back, and inside run by Tate. Hit hard, leans forward, gets about 3. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Slammed down there by Zach Currier, I think Rankin. Or no, yeah, Maury Rankin there as well for the tackle.
And I tell you what, this has been, it's been a while for the Chargers. Last 2 seasons.
That's exactly right.
We're defeated by Burns, so. And now we've got an injury, and that's sponsored by the Campers Inn. So we'll go take a commercial break.
Oliver's Hardware and Garden Center is not just a hardware store, but a real general store, carrying items like feed and seed, hay, pine needles, and straw. Also, case knives, Grove Line, belts, Ashe County cheese, Guernsey milk, Hunter's liver mush, and many more unique items not found in your typical hardware store. They've got it all at Oliver's Hardware, 3712 Falston Road, in Shelby, or online at olivershardware.com. Oliver's Hardware proudly supports the Burns football team and wishes them good luck for a great season.
On the Go Quick Lube in Falston is not just oil changes, they have tires for all cars with names like GT Radio, Hankook, and Toyo, plus interstate batteries and wiper blades. Of course they do oil changes featuring Castrol, Motorcraft, and Rotella diesel oil, and they carry diesel truck fuel filters. Plus, they are an official North Carolina inspection station. For quick service with competitive pricing and professional technicians, head over to On The Go Quick Lube today. 3716 Falston Road, Highway 18 north of Shelby, and go Burns Bulldogs.
All right, there's the clock. The Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. Just under 4 minutes left to go, or I should say, 3 minutes and 40 seconds, a little bit more than that. And clock continues to run.
Yeah, Crest in no hurry.
Been a long game. I know we started at 8, but pushing 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it's been
a long quarter, too.
It's been a long day when you came rolling in the door at 7 a.m. this morning.
Yes, sir, Tom Cinefani.
Did a little teaching, did a little driver's ed, did a little family time, did a little football. It was a busy day. Waddell takes it, and I thought they had him for a loss behind the line, but Waddell's coach is probably yelling at him for going out of bounds and stopping the clock. But he was,
Coach, what am I supposed to do?
They heard us talking about how long the game was. We'll extend it a little bit more.
Yeah, we're going to extend it a little bit more. I tell you, I think I've lost a couple of pounds. And we appreciate Jam and Jay's bringing the sandwiches in today. Well, I tell you what, it's good sandwiches. Had a buffalo chicken sandwich. I could put a couple in my pocket on the way out. 4th down and 6. As Waddell in the backfield. Got a single back with him. Got the snap. And he's going to a little sweep. And going to be taken down. And I tell you what, that is the second time Crest has been stopped. And we got a hurt.
That's Wilson down.
So that's Wilson. Hopefully that's a cramp. Got another Camper's RV injury. We'll be right back.
Local, scratch-made, and delicious food right there in Falston. It's Johnny Ray Smokehouse. The menu is loaded with delicious slow-smoked barbecue, brisket, burgers, salads, plus Friday night is rib night. And be sure you start off your meal with their famous fried cheese curds. They're out of this world. Stop by today. Johnny Ray Smokehouse, 4629 Falston Road, Highway 8, 11 to 8, Wednesday and Thursday, 11 to 9 Friday and Saturday, 11 to 9 on Sunday. Like them on Facebook, too. Main Street Hardware in Lawndale is the #1 hardware store in this area. Come on in now. It's time ready for the fall season. Main Street Hardware has everything you need for projects around the home. And right now, save on Valspar paint and Milwaukee tools. And it's not too early to aerate and reseed your lawn. Get your grass seed, straw, and pine needles too. Stop by Main Street Hardware today at 356 East Main Street in Lawndale. Facebook too, and go Bulldogs.
3 minutes and 1 second left to go in the game. Crest in control, 49-29 on your Rice Jewelry scoreboard. Thank you for listening to this broadcast, as always, brought to you by West End Sales. Moving forward, Burns welcomes another Cleveland County rival, Kings Mountain, here, and then they'll be on the road. Alexander, we're going to take another timeout. Go ahead, Robbie.
DeRisi Racing wants to wish the Burns Bulldogs good luck during this year's football season. DeRisi Power Sports is your go-to for ATV and UTV parts, service, and accessories. And DeRisi is nationally recognized for building race engines and suspensions. They also perform race bike builds. Stop in today and see Santo and Heather DeRisi. These people know what they're doing, and they're located at 4225 Paulston Road in Shelby, or find them online at www.derisiracing.com. Call them at 704-538-3512.
Say goodbye to those hot, sticky days in the scorching sun. James River delivers the Back to Cool special on select John Deere cab tractors. Experience ultimate comfort in a roomy, air-conditioned 3R, 4R, or 5E 3-cylinder series cab tractor. Plus, save a cool $5,000 off MSRP on top of 0% for 60-month financing. Comfort has never been so affordable. Visit JamesRiverEquipment.com/cool for more. Ends 8/31/23 with approved credit from John Deere Financial. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Change at quarterback for the Bulldogs. Graham Warlick going to get a few reps. And that's going to be a handoff. I think that's Goodson. Makes a man miss, and he's got a little running room. He's to the 30. Takes on a tackler. Ball comes out, but
he bowled over the defender there.
Yeah, he gets 11 yards.
Goodson, big, strong running back there. Good run to the left side.
So they took it from the 19 to the 11-yard line. And 2:54. And Robbie, who do the Chargers have moving forward?
Head to Shelby next Friday night.
That'll be a big one, always is. As Shelby goes down tonight, Coach Wilbank's squad 0-2 on the year. As they haven't played slouches, though, man. They played
right.
Kings Mountain and AC Reynolds. And little move there, still on his feet. I think that's
nice
Goodson
run.
again. And
I think that's Little John, maybe.
That's Little John, number 35, and he gets another 11 yards. I'm going to tell you something, another Falston Pharmacy first down, and that shows you that there's heart in this team. I mean, they didn't want this result, obviously, but you like to see that good, hard play no matter what the score is.
I'll tell you, I've always liked Little John's running style. He's very good out there. I think he could start for a lot of teams.
And he gives you a different look than what you get, too.
Yep. So it is first down 10 for Burns and Warlick. And Courier in there at H-back, and that's Little John again, and he'll have about 8 or 9 yards. And it brings it across midfield as we approach 2 minutes. So I tell you what, I'm looking for some cooler weather. Got me a little trip planned up to Swain County in the fall. Gonna watch the leaves change. Got to get out of this heat, man.
Head up that way and go to the road to nowhere, Tom.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Swain County is the cheapest county in North Carolina. I'll tell you a little story about it in a second. And that's offside against Crest. It's got another camper's NRV penalty. I asked the guy, I said, can I store my boat there overnight? The guy looks at me and goes, I don't have any more boat slips. I was like, really? Can I just leave it here? Yeah. So I said, what's overnight storage? Figured it'd be $60, $70. He goes, $10. And I said, sold.
It's a bargain.
And I'm going back. I'm going back to the same place. And that is a stop and sacked in the backfield. That is the Almond RV Park. Nicest people in Swain County. I highly suggest it right there on Lake Fontana.
I think it's Roseboro on the carry on that last play.
So about 1:09 left to go. Roseboro on the carry, so some of the reserves getting a little time as Warlick getting a little practice. Courier getting a little time there at H-back. Got number 70 in the game. I don't think I've seen him. Who's that, Matt?
That's Avery Wilson.
So Avery Wilson getting a little time there.
And like I said, we should have Kevion Bonner back next week.
Yeah.
Everything goes
That
according to
will
plan.
help. Second down and 2. And
Roseboro
28.
again.
Roseboro's got the ball, and nice run, and he gets another 7 or 8 yards there, and it'll bring up third down and about 6 if they run another play. 31 in the game. Who's that?
That's 31 is Seth Frazier.
So Seth Frazier also into the game. And then
Number
we've got
80.
number 30. Who's that? 80. Who's 80?
Chase Morrow.
So Chase Morrow into the game. I don't think Chase knows where. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Okay, so 3rd, 6, and Roseboro's going to have it, or is that no? That's 6, isn't it, Goodson? And that's going to do it. Final score on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard: 49-29, and we'll have the post-game show. Once again, post-game show brought to you by Stamey Funeral Home in Fallston, North Carolina. Offensive player of the game brought to you by Parker Farm Service, Kings Mountain, North Carolina. Defensive player of the game, Homestar Financial of Shelby, North Carolina. S&R Auto Sales will bring you the overall player of the game. Once again, Rice Jewelry scoreboard, 49-29. Crest prevails. We'll be right back. You've listened to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales.
Nobody does it better.
Yes, when it comes to real estate, nobody does it better than Sherry Horn of Sherry Horn Real Estate. Sherry was voted the best real estate agent and best real estate office in Cleveland County. If you're in the market to buy or sell your home, talk with Sherry Horn at Sherry Horn Real Estate. Call 704-915-5450 or visit her website at soldbysherry.com. And like her on Facebook too, and you'll see why nobody does it better. Triad Corrugated Metal in Lincoln is this area's headquarters for premium metal roofing and supplies. And now just arrived, square from metal carports and metal buildings. Give them a call at 980-429-2278 for pricing and sizes and a wide variety of colors. Visit the website at triadcorrugatedmetal.com and like them on Facebook too. Triad Corrugated Metal, 108 Industrial Park Road in Lincoln.
Buying a home can seem like a daunting task, but it's really not with Homestar Financial. With a short phone call, we can get you pre-approved. Once pre-approved, you're free to shop for the home of your dreams. At Homestar Financial, we can tell you the price or payment range that you qualify for. Your realtor will appreciate that you took the time to get pre-approved. So call me today. Let's make buying a home a dream come true. With Homestar Financial, it's quick and easy with no surprises at closing. Call today.
Shelby's CarQuest Parts Store is Shelby Auto Plus CarQuest, locally owned and operated. See Charles and Beth Cabanas, Lathan Queen, and Lisa McKinney for all of your auto parts needs. And Shelby Auto Plus CarQuest is your hydraulic hose headquarters. Also fittings to custom-made hoses. They want to help you with all of your automotive parts needs. Shelby Plus CarQuest, 409 North Washington Street in Shelby. Give them a call today at 704-482-2468. Your CarQuest Auto Parts Store. Today, having choices at the end of life's journey is more important than ever. Choosing the proper way to honor a loved one is not an easy task. There are many emotional, personal, and spiritual issues to consider. Now, there is a new alternative to traditional burial and flame-based cremation. Fiddel's Aquamation is a water-based natural process that gently returns your loved one's remains to their natural ash form. Learn more at StameyTysigerFuneralHome.com or drop by their offices in Fallston and in Cherryville.
Drivers, start your engines!
Start your engine of savings at Campers Inn in Kings Mountain. Race on in now during the Campers Inn 500. Over 500 units have been discounted for year-end savings. It's the best time of the year to buy. Don't make a pit stop elsewhere. Head to the finish savings at Campers Inn in Kings Mountain during the Campers Inn 500. Campers Inn, 615 South Broadway off Highway 161 South at I-85 in Kings Mountain. Online at campersinn.com/kingsmountain.com. Like them on Facebook too.
If you need fireworks for your event, then call on Contracted Pyrotechnics and talk with Dustin Ledford today. They are the bomb. Dustin is a graduate of high school and sells all the fireworks you've seen at the Burns High School football games. If your town or organization needs fireworks, Call Dustin Ledford today at 704-473-96. That's 704-473-1996. Have a party, have a blast with Contracted Pyrotechnics. Make This the Summer event is underway now at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Shelby. Now get $3,250 total cash on select new 2023 Dodge Durango models. Plus get $750 bonus cash when financed through Chrysler Capital or Stellantis Financial Services. And make this the summer event. Introducing $500 retail consumer cash on all new 2023 Dodge Hornet models. Make this the summer event underway now at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1310 East Dixon Boulevard, Shelby.
All right, we're back. Stadium Postgame Show brought to you by Stamey Funeral Home of Fallston, North Carolina. So, got some postgame stats. Matt, what we got in stat sheet?
Yeah, we'll start off passing. We got Ben Mooney, 7 for 15, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. Receiving, Johnny Johnson, 2 for 8 yards. Kamari Surratt, 2 for 21 and a touchdown. Graham Warlick, 2 for 64 yards and a touchdown. Rushing, we have, let's see, Jeremiah Norris, 12 carries, 142 yards and a touchdown. We have Trezell Littlejohn, 3 carries, 19 yards. Ben Mooney, 15 carries, 68 yards. Defensively, we have McGowan, 7 tackles. We got, let's see, is it 29? That is, who we got there? That's DeJuan Jolly. That's 7 tackles for Burns on defense. Yep.
All right, so the stat sheet, Robbie. Trey's not here to give you the Crest stats. So sorry you don't have those. But, yeah, so thanks, Matt and Joe Weibel, for keeping up those stats. Joe keeps them for us each and every week, and he brings us candy. So we like Joe, and he fixes all my broken stuff in my garage. He fixed my chainsaw. He's going to fix my lawnmower. So Joe's Fix-It Shop. That's what he calls his construction class down there. We appreciate you, Joe. So, just going to give out some awards on this Stamey Funeral Home of Fallston postgame show. Offensive player of the game, I think we decided on Surratt.
We got 2 catches, 21 yards and a touchdown. You could go with Graham Warlick, 2 for 64 and a touchdown. So we'll give them co-offensive player of the game.
All right, so those are our offensive player of the game. Once again, brought to you by Parker Farm Service of Kings Mountain. Defensive player of the game, we decided to go with DeJuan Jolly. Had 6 tackles, but he had that one really big stick down there. We thought he stopped the guy short for the first down. So DeJuan Jolly is our defensive player of the game. That's brought to you by Homestar Financial of Shelby, North Carolina. And overall player of the game, I think we had a consensus on this.
Yeah, Jeremiah Norris ran well tonight, 12 carries, 142 yards and a touchdown. Like I say, they couldn't stop him out there. Came in from backfield, ran well, had one called back, a pass that got called back as well too. So good overall game for Jeremiah.
So Jeremiah Norris, your overall player of the game, once again brought to you by S&R Auto Sales of Shelby, North Carolina. So that's our Stamey Funeral Home post-game show. And Robbie, just like to say, congratulations, your Chargers. They look outstanding on offense, bud.
Well, it's great to be up here with you guys tonight. I was looking forward to seeing this Burns team play. I think there's great things down the line for this Burns program, for this team this year. And I think you saw for Crest, what a lot of Crest people were thinking, this offense, all those guys coming back a year in the system, and we're seeing they're playing well.
Yep, so, Burns has got to tighten the screws on defense a little bit. They're going to go back to the drawing board. They don't have a lot of time to worry about it. They got to get Kings Mountain.
Here's the thing,
next
guys.
week.
You played the number 2 team in 3A tonight. You play the number 1 team in 3A next Friday.
I tell you what, I'm not so sure that Kings Mountain's the number 1 team. I'll be able to make that assessment after
you can see it next
week. And it's hard to say who the number 1 team is in 3A in the state of North Carolina.
Right.
But I'd say this Crest team, especially on the offensive side of the ball, I'm telling you, this team can score with anybody. They got a good chance at that 3A. Make a 3A title run this year. So once again, on your Wrights Jewelry scoreboard, 49-29, Crest over Burns. Next week, we will have Burns and Kings Mountain right here will be on YouTube. It'll be Matt and I, and then Robbie, where will you be next week?
Over there at Shelby with the Golden Lions and the Crest Chargers, the big 9-mile battle between those two programs.
Okay, I guess that one will be on. I would assume that's on WHS. Calvin sent out the schedule, and I forgot to read through all and memorize it. I think that's the WHS game next week, and we will be on YouTube. They'll have a game covered on LincolnCounty.com. Of course, Cherville will be on WCSL. So we've got you covered, KTC Broadcasting, for high school football action next week. So once again, for Matt Royster and Robbie Roop, I'm Tom Senafani. Wright's Jewelry Scoreboard, 49-29. Chargers prevail over the Bulldogs. Thank you to West End Sales for making this broadcast possible. We'll see you next week.